Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another Microsoft 2024 live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Friday, my friends. We have made it through another week. We're ready for some weekend. Some weekend flight simming. Good to see everybody here. Welcome back, Aiden. Good to see you, my friend. Quam, welcome back. Karl Frank, thank you for your business class subscription. Welcome back, my friend. Peachy Voyage, good to see you. Casper Blazin, welcome back. Mr. Minnesota, good to see you. Fly with Dan, welcome. RTR fan, good to see you, sir. Dale, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Mr. P. Thibs on an hour drive, but he's here in spirit. Perfect. Captain Berger, good to see you. Official Sim Pilot, welcome back. Pilot Total, good to see you. Mr. Carolina from Nashville, good to see you, my friend. Mr. Minnesota, good to see you, brother. Abheek, welcome back. Josh, good to see you, man. Are the chocks bugged in the Indy 330? I can remove them, but I can never place them again. Good question. I don't know. I've never tried to reinsert the chocks. I don't know. I only take them off. I can check for you. Wyatt, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Marco, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Declan, good to see you, sir. Welcome back. Ben, good to see you, my man. Welcome back. It has been a while. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Ben. Good to see you, brother. Michael Simpilot, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Mr. Greg Elwell, good to see you. Dan Simworld, welcome back. Diamond Mike is in the house. Welcome back. Cat McGee, good to see you. Welcome. Mr. Troa, welcome back. Hope you're well. Captain Muhammad, welcome back. Hope you're well. J. Luke, good to see you. Mr. Dante's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Cam Moore, welcome back. Good to see you. Mr. Wayward is here. Good to see you, Mr. Wayward. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Sleepless, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Tenure to MOBA. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back as well. Mike Fly, Minnesota. Good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Beano's, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. You will always have the best streams. Well, thank you. Very kind of you. I don't personally think I have the best streams, but it's good to know that other people think I do. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Rhinos, good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Boeing 5, good to see you. I hope you are well. Thanks for coming to hang out, man. Appreciate that. Did you change the side stick sensitivity for the 330? Yes. I'm running a aggressive curve. A very aggressive curve. 0.5. 0.5 with an extreme dead zone of 0.9 and a dead zone of 0.04. That is how I am running this beautiful aircraft. That is how I am running it. Mr. Chiron, welcome back. Hope you're well, man. Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Captain Hockey Guy, dare you to bring up the Ducks matching the sheet. I mean, I feel like they had to, dude. You can't lose Leo Carlson. I get it. Four first-round picks, but they're not even, like, good first-round picks. They're probably going to be, like, mid-tier first-round picks. I don't know if you can replace somebody with that, man. Hey, Cap, use a sound pack with this. Also, I've been getting constant touchdown shake sounds that I'm hearing in the cockpit on the ground. Are you using FS Realistic or anything like that? That would probably be causing it. I am using a sound pack. There's a free sound pack on flightsim.to that I'm using for this aircraft. Yes. Infuse, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Sammy Ray, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. RTR fan, welcome back. Hope you are doing well. What's your opinion on the E170 for Microsoft 2024? Still kind of shite. All good, Cap. Last day of vacay, back to reality tomorrow. Nice, Rhino. Well, I hope you had a great vacation, man. Zikal, congrats on your new part of the journey, bud. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. PMDGs, welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. It won't let me remove the chocks in the EFB for this aircraft. Yeah, in the EFB it doesn't. You have to actually go outside and walk up to the chocks and get them to load. Correct, yes. Lilo Pilot, hello, welcome back. Hope you're well. Finished my EHAM to YYZ ops in 777 yesterday. Negative 53 right on the touchdown zone. Always a great feeling to finish a long haul like that. Hell yes it is, sir. Hell yes it is. Gary P, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. JD, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. GC Bravo Aerospace released a sound pack for the iniBuilds 320 and 321 Neos. I did see that. Is it any good? Is it freeware or is it payware? I think you're best again, and you recently Aviation Sim are the only flight sim stream I regularly watch. Difficult to keep up with everyone. Well, thank you, Declan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alberto, good to see you, my friend, all the way from Chile. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, good to see you. Saw iniBuilds teasing Chicago and the A220 presentation incoming. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I guess it's on Wednesday we have the iniBuilds presentation with Synaptic and Microsoft. That'll be fun. I'll have to be there for that for sure. 383, good to see you, my friend. Notorious, good to see you. Sybil, good to see you as well. Diego, welcome aboard. Hope you're well, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in today. Appreciate y'all being here. We got some beautiful Fiji Airways A330 in front of us. We are flying Auckland to Nadi. We're looking at about, I think it was almost 3 hours on the flight time. What are we looking at? Flight time
CPT,
today.
can we get a happy
2:55.
birthday from the man himself to Diamond Mike? He's turning 39 today. Fuck
Diamond Mike's
Mike.
birthday? Sheesh. 39, the new 19, baby. Guys, let's get some no floaties and some happy birthdays to Mr. Diamond Mike in chat. Happy birthday, brother. Hope you have a wonderful day, dude. At least it's on a Friday. We got the weekend ahead of you. Can get some extra stretches in this evening. Sheesh. That sounds like a great time. A great time. Is the Aerosoft CRJ any good? Nope, not really. No, it kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. All the regional jets for Microsoft are very mid. It's not that they're not flyable. They're just very mid. Very, very mid. Did you hear about Ryanair flight with the window accident? No, I did not. Hey, Cap, you had problems with the jetways at NZAA. When I use them, half of the jet disappears. No, make sure you have the official GSX profile installed. That's what you're going to want to have. All right, let's jump inside the aircraft. We're sitting cold and dark. I figured we would do a whole startup procedure today. So, sitting cold and dark. We're boarding up the passengers. We got the cargo on board. It's nice early morning here in New Zealand. This is not real time, by the way. We're running real weather, but not real time because it is like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that in New Zealand. So, I wanted to be able to actually see the scenery we were flying out of. Diamond Mike, welcome back, man. Premium economy. Huge no floaties to you, brother. Thank you very much for the continued support, sir. Appreciate you. Also, chat, just to start off, recently got myself some WinFlex autopilot panel. Very impressed with the build quality. The build quality of these panels is, in my opinion, far greater than the Mini FCU, than the Wing Control FCU. They are running a massive sale right now. If you're interested in picking up any autopilot panels, picking up some McDoos, some FMCs, give that link a little press that's pinned in chat and have a little look-see. They do have an overhead panel as well, which is on sale right now. So some big sales over at WingFlex. And, of course, thank you, WingFlex, for sending me all these goodies. We got a bunch more goodies coming from WingFlex as well. So expect some unboxings and maybe some reviews on the new stuff that they're sending me. So probably not this week. Probably in a couple weeks from now we'll get into that stuff. But if you are interested, I always tell you guys, if you're going to purchase something, always try and get it on sale. There's a massive sale right now over at WingFlex, so check them out if you're interested in picking up any panels. Beautiful. Let's go to the overhead. Let's get our external power on. We'll get the battery switches, BAT 1, BAT 2, and APU BAT all to the on position. The aircraft is powering itself up. Beautiful. Let's get our ADIRs, nav, and nav, left, center, and right side. Beautiful. Cap is on, crew supply is on, we'll get the nav and logo lights on, APU master start switch can go on, no smoking can go on, and we will arm our emergency exits. We'll put this over to the norm position. Beautiful. Looking good down there, friends. Let's jump over to our tablet. Let's go ahead and sim brief import our flight plan. We are Fiji 418, service from Auckland, New Zealand, over to Nadi, over in Fiji. Local time is 4:30 a.m. See, there you go. Yeah. What happened to the Airsoft CRJ that makes it not good anymore? It doesn't get any updates, Dante. It just doesn't get any updates, dude. The last major update from the Airsoft CRJ was probably over a year ago. Think about how much the sim changes month by month with every sim update. They add things, they remove things. It's almost impossible for an aircraft to be decent when it's not continuously receiving updates. At least, like, you know, bi-monthly updates or something like that. Every 2 months, 3 months, get a nice big patch or an update to fix some things. It's, yeah, it's not in a very good state right now. Not in a very good state. All right, let's jump down here to the McDo with the FM1 button. Good. We'll clear any of that fun stuff out. Wonderful. Davis, good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're well, buddy. Good morning, Cap and Chat. Flying upside down today. We are, George. Good to see you, my man. Welcome back. Been 2 incidents today. Ryanair 73 suffered a window shatter, and Air Canada 73 MAX had a runway excursion. Not a particularly rosy day. Ooh, where did the Air Canada have a runway excursion? Let's go to our NITREF tab. We'll do our NIT request. Beautiful. It's going to pull our information. We have Auckland to Nadi, and then I don't know what our alternate is, but it's NFNA, so I'm assuming that's also in Fiji. We're going to go with a cost index of 5 up to a cruise level of 400. 40,000 feet, my friends. Let's go to our NIT B page. We're then going to jump back here. We're going to go to our payload page. We're going to sim brief import our payload. So looking for a zero fuel weight of 141.4 essentially, and we have 21,779 kilos of fuel. We're going to apply load to aircraft. We're going to go instant. Beautiful. It's going to charm at us. That's fine. Don't worry. It's going to load up the fuel. And there's our fuel. Perfect. Let's come back down here. Let's do our zero fuel weight, 141.4. Block fuel, 21.8. Beautiful. That all looks good to me. Let's see. No ETC online. So let's see what the weather's doing down here in Auckland. The weather is showing 170 at 5. 170 at 5. Where are we going to be departing, chat? Probably runway 23 left. 170 at 5. Yes, definitely makes more sense to depart 23 left. When I loaded in this morning, I believe we have 5 right planned, so we're not going to do that. We're going to be on the 23 left. So let's go to flight plan. Let's go to NZAA. Let's go departures. We'll plan 23 left, and we want to be on the Raxi departure. So we'll find the Raxi. The Raxi is not available. Perfect. Let me edit my flight plan. Let me change to 23 left. Yes. Find new routing. That's fine. We're on the Mimo 3 Papa. Mimo 3 Papa departure. There it is there. Beautiful. We're going with the Calag transition. Very good. And insert that. Beautiful. Into Nadi this afternoon. It looks like we're going to be on the RNAV runway 20, which I think is like the cool approach, right? We have no arrival. It takes us just all the way out to MI. There is no arrival. But I know that you guys said there's a cool approach into here, and there it is right there. There's the RNAV runway 20 from Mokti. That is exactly what we want right there, friends. We're going to add that to our route. Look at that turn. That's going to be something special in a 330. Beautiful. So we have no arrival planned, so we're just going to plan for the RNAV 20. My bad. We have no arrival, so we're going to go none. And then our approach via, we want it from Mokti. Motki, that's it. And then we'll insert that. Beautiful. We'll scroll through our flight plan. We'll make sure there's no crazy discontinuities. There's nothing weird going on, which there isn't. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. That looks good to me. Back over to our perf page, back over to our NitRef tab. Is it over here that I select the reserve? Where do I put my reserve? Yes, we'll put that to 4. And then it should stop being, yeah, there we go, perfect. And that's saying we have 5 kilos, 5,000 kilos of fuel when we land. Perfect. Bring those down a little bit there. Good, beautiful. Let's go ahead and go to our takeoff performance page. We're going to sync this all up. Beautiful. We got 23 left for departure. Dry, winds 170 at 5. It's only 6 degrees with a QNH of 10. Flip this over now, actually. With a QNH of 1017. So I'm going to sit that. Perfect. We'll get you online. Good. Cool. Let's calculate our V-speed. So we're going to be doing a flex of 58. We got 49, 52, 53. We're going to send all of that down to the McDo. We'll go to our perf page. We'll confirm data. Very good. Takeoff uplink is completed. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, my friends. I believe we are done with all of this. We are done with all of that. Perfect. So let's go to the overhead. We'll spool up the EPU. Very good. Get that ready to rock and roll. Very nice. Ethan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Flight is 3 hours. Yes, 2 hours and 55 minutes is what we're scheduled at. Yeah. After trying FSR4 and Sim Update 4 man TAA, it's so bad. Literally, there are details missing, fences, cars, etc. DLSS 4.5 is even better. Ghosting in the display almost gone. Once fully gone, TAA will be useless. Interesting. Does the iniThreeThirty have Hoppy Company Telex A-Cars capability? I have no clue. I don't use Hoppy. I don't think so, but I don't know. I mean, it's got the panel down here. I don't know. Maybe? Chat? Anybody know? I don't know if it does. Summerton, hello, my friend, says, hey, Cap, do you have the Thai model ZBAD, Beijing Daxing Airport? $18 billion terminal, largest in the world, all apron markings and taxiways, well done. I don't know if I do. I don't think I have that. If you want to star, the Agta 2 Bravo brings you right to Mogti. Does it? Hold on, what did you say? The Agta 2 Bravo. Agta 2 Bravo. No, that brings you to Mixax, which is exactly where we're going. So no, it's okay. They're not even really stars. They're literally just waypoints direct in. Oh, I see what you're doing here. This one. Ah. Yes, actually, that's a good idea. And then what I'll do is I'll just remove the MI. Smart. Very smart. I like it. Star. How do I go to the next one? There we go. The Agta 2 Bravo. And then we want it from Motkey, insert. And then what we do is we clear this out. Then we clear out the discontinuity. And then it should be Agtos. There's Agtos, and then it should be Ag Tag. Where's Ag Tag? I see Agtem, Agtos. Where's the other one? Agtem, Agtos, and then it should be Ag Tag. Alright, we'll just put it in here. Ag Tag. And we'll put it right there and insert that. And then we'll go up here. And then we'll do this and clear that. Ah, there we go. Nice. The Unknown, thank you very much, man, for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, brother. Says, flew into IH on Tuesday on the MAX 8. Had a runway incursion at YUL yesterday. Pretty crazy to see that I woke up to. Damn, that's crazy. I had no clue. I don't know why your donation's not being read out loud. Did we break Streamlabs? Hold on. Let me make sure Streamlabs is still here. Did the Nightbot pick it up? Yeah, Danbot picked it up. Okay. Alert box. No, it's not there. Back. Cloudbot. Okay, I guess no. Tipping? I'm not sure why that's not picking that up. Did it pick up Diamond Mike's membership? Well, hello, buddy. I can't remember if it did. Oh well, I read it out. Thank you, brother. Okay, EPU is on and available. We'll get the EPU bleed on. Good. External power can come off. Good. Fuel pumps can come online. Very good. We'll get the red beacon light on. We'll get the seatbelt sign on. We'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Very good. We'll make sure that our door is closed as well. Ground, close U, and toggle GPU. Perfect. All right. Very good. Hey, Cap, I've done my 4-hour and 39-minute flight from Miami to Los Angeles, but tomorrow I'm doing some JetBlue ops Boston to Dublin in the JetBlue 321, about 5 hours and 27 minutes. Nice. Enjoy. Tomorrow, we are doing Amsterdam-Montreal, KLM 330. That'll be a fun one. Hey, Cap, haven't flown the 330 since I saw you flying it the other day. Now I'm doing multiple flights in it. Pretty great aircraft. It is, man, especially for free. You know what I mean? For a free airplane, it doesn't get much better than that. Squawk 1000, we'll put that to TA only. We'll bump you to the on position, and then we'll keep the altitude reporting off for now. Very good. Diamond came through, but I haven't seen anything since. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. I'll keep an eye on it. FS Realistic disabled, still making the sound. I don't get it. Huh. That's weird, Quispy. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had that problem. Are you running a sound pack, or are you running default sounds? Good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Initial climb on the departure will take us to... Oh, wait. We got to edit these because we're actually not on any of these anymore. Let me edit this. Let me remove this waypoint. Okay, that should be good. And then our departure was the Mimo 3 Papa. Mimo 3 Papa. Okay, and then done. That should fix everything. There it goes. Perfect. That is good. And then there's our proper departure. Very good.
Well, hello, buddy.
So if we... Oh. Well, there it is.
_simpilot83 donated 11 Polish zlotys and 99
Working.
groszy. Test donation cap working or not?
Working. Sometimes
hello,
it misses donations. It's a little bit weird. Oh, there's another one. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you, man. With the 12 zlotys Polish zloty. That's the one. Thank you. Dice, thank you for the 200 joules as well. Appreciate you, my friend. Very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, it said spot 2, so I'm going to release the park brake and hope I don't end up pushing back into somebody. Let's get our block time turned on. Let's go engine mode selector to the start position. Well, hello, buddy. Unk alert. Yes, sir, that is me. Birthday next week, officially an unk, Jetty. I will be 38 years old next week. What the fuck is happening, brother? 38 years old. Like I said, man, 38, it's the new 18, right, chat? We can all agree? Can you guys make me feel better about getting old? Thank you. All right, let's spool up engine number 1. Enjoy the spool up sounds. Thank you very much for all the support, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Mr. Dante, as well. Unk alert. Cap, we already been unks after 35. Shh, don't say that. Shh, 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 shh. No unks. No unk status for me, please. No unk status for me. 2 more years ago till you turn 40. Don't say that. It's a terrible thing to say. Hey, got finally migrating to 2024. Do you use Auto FPS and do you have your Microsoft saved anywhere? I do use Auto FPS, and are you asking if I have my settings saved, Conquering Lion? Yes, they're in my Discord. I got that unk body. Me and you both, brother. Don't you worry. Pardon me. I think 38 is bad. I got some really bad news for you. Shh, don't say it. Dante coming in with another 200 joules. Thanks so much, Dante. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my man. Or is he pushing us back to Fiji or what? Where are we going here? You thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Sheesh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Cap. Thank you. It's next week, Diego, but thank you. We're actually going to stream on my birthday. Park brake set. Let's pull number 1. We're going to let First Officer Henry fly? This guy, man. Is there a big on why Microsoft 24 on PC Steam doesn't save graphic settings? I have to reset them every time I log in. Yeah, something's definitely not working. What I suggest you do, Nixo, is set your graphic settings, make sure you save them, and then quit the sim without doing a flight. I used to have that problem as well. So set your graphic settings, save them, quit the sim, then relaunch the sim and see if it saved your settings. I bet it will. Tomorrow's long haul, we're doing Amsterdam-Montreal, KLM 330. We're going westbound. We haven't gone westbound in forever. We've been doing a lot of eastbound flights. Any planned routes for my birthday flight? No. I do not know. We'll take a bowl of cold grits. Alright, sounds can come down. We got 2 good engines, friends. Let's go to the overhead. Let's kill the APU. Let's kill the APU bleed. How much fuel did that burn just by doing that? Fuel. Yeah, we're just gonna need a little refresher here, chat. We go to payload. Then we go apply load, instant. It's going to chime at us. Don't worry, that's fine. And then it's going to fill the proper amount of fuel. There we go. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Let's go. Davis's love letter can go over there. Engine mode selector to the normal position. Get that guy up. Let's get our predictive wind shear system on and that guy on. Very good. We'll arm the ground spoilers. Very good. Auto brakes over to max RTO. Go to our perf page, we see flaps 1/up 5.6. Confirm we have 5.5, that's good enough. And we'll set flaps 1. So have they coded the EPU to burn the same amount of fuel as the engine? I believe that's what's going on, Yamasaki. Yes. It is a known bug. It is a known bug, so. Damn, that could have been Amsterdam to St. Martin? Yeah, but that's all. It's almost 10 hours, Wayward. I don't want to fuck 10 hours, dude. No. Amsterdam to Montreal is like 7.5. I really didn't want to do a 9.5, 10-hour flight. If I'm being honest. Phoenix 330? Yeah, Nabil. One day, my friend. One day, sir. Alright, we're going to go down Alpha, so we're basically just going straight ahead on Kilo, make a slight left onto Alpha, and then we go down Alpha all the way for 23 left. Good? Good. Let's get our taxi lights on. Beautiful. I believe everything else is set. I think we're looking good. Let's go park brake released. This one we can go down? Which one was I supposed to go down? Yeah, I want to go this way. We don't want to go that way. That takes us back into the ramp. Let's get the Phoenix A320 Neos first. Yeah, then they can take another 3 years to make the 330. The next long haul is Manchester to Cancun on the 787. Nice. That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one. Let me turn those sounds down a little bit. We got to get these in while we can before you go AWOL. Nah, man, I'm not going AWOL, brother. Listen, man, streaming is so much of my... listen, I will never stop streaming. It's too much. I enjoy streaming too much. I have way too much fun laughing at you guys and you guys laughing at me. I have way too much fun doing this shit, dude. I don't think I could ever stop streaming. Now... is it going to be a little bit for the first, like, month of me starting this new job? Yes, probably. But that's okay. We got to settle into things and, you know, it'll all make sense. Who thicker than First Officer Henry's tail slap? Dude, he's got a pretty meaty tail over there. Cap going to disappear from the farm and just wear coveralls for the rest of his days with no shirt on underneath? Sheesh. You got a new job, Cap? I did, yes. I took a full-time community manager position within the flight sim community. So you have to wait and find out. But I start the first week of August. Full-time community manager position within the flight sim industry. Mastro, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. If it weren't for this job, you have considered taking another job. Not going back to welding. The only reason I really took this job is because it allows me to stay in the flight sim community. That was the main reason why I accepted the job. That was the main reason. We'll have, I'm sure we'll have a nice little announcement about that when the time comes. Nice, now we can do stretches and not get in trouble for it. Community manager is a perfect role for you. Your personality says it all. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. What do you do as a community manager? Generally curious. So I will be the one stop between developers and community. So basically answering questions, comments, concerns, troubleshooting, helping people fix issues that they have with their sim, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot, man. It's quite a bit, to be honest with you. You have a real job now? I mean, I've been speaking about this for probably like 6 months or so, that I felt like there was something bigger and better that I could be doing with my time in the flight sim industry. I love streaming, but streaming's not the same as when I started streaming 8-9 years ago. Streaming is so oversaturated now that I'm finding it difficult to find my place in the market, if you will. And I started poking around and I started looking around, and I basically was speaking to a couple companies, and one company reached out and mentioned that they were, you know, they would be very interested in having me work for them. And you you know, one thing led to another, a couple interviews and a couple Discord phone calls, and they basically offered me a position, and they offered me a position that I basically couldn't say no to. When it came to like money-wise and time-wise and what I would be doing and how it would kind of further my flight sim career, if you will, I basically couldn't say no. So that's kind of how everything came about, man. It wasn't like it was pre-planned. It was anything like that. So it was, like I said, it started off as like just a conversation, just a little bit of feelers here and there to see if anybody was interested, and it turned into a full-blown, we'd love to have you on the team. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Does the new job involve us donating tokens to Takeoff stuff?
Sheesh. Yes, I'm going to be a camster. I'm going to be a camster guy. Girl. Cap, first set of orders, please have scenery devs update their scenery. Well, I can't control that. Do they use CTAF here? I haven't heard anybody. OF Captain Canada coming soon. .metar NZAA. Oh no, I wanted not Metar. CTAF NZAA. There is no CTAF frequency. Okay, so I'm definitely not on 122. No, I'm not. Okay, my bad. 122.8. There we go. We'll flip that over. Beautiful. Only Wings community manager. Sheesh. How do I fix rendering in Microsoft 24? Still loads in close, not far. Try using auto FPS and setting your object LOD to like 200 while you're at cruise. Guy or girl? Maybe a little bit of both, brother. A little bit of both. Valteris, hello, my friend. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. I saw your Blue Experience interview last night. It sounds like that lines up well, so this is great to hear. Thank you, Dale. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, listen, dude. Like I said, they offered me the opportunity. I sat on it for about 2 weeks. I pondered it. I spoke to my fiance. I spoke to some very close friends that I have in the community as well, and everybody seems to agree with my initial thought of this is like the perfect role for me. Mainly because I'm staying in the flight sim realm. The company that I'm going to be working for is obviously they're in flight sim. They know that I'm a streamer. They know that this is my bread and butter and this is what I love doing. And they're massive advocates of me continuing to stream. So much so that they're willing to make my schedule a little bit more flexible so that I can continue to stream and I can continue to do what I love and be passionate about it. And so, like I said, man, it truly is like a win-win situation for me. I know some people might be a little bit upset because we're going to kind of move YouTube full-time to YouTube part-time. But the reality of it is, Chad, I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. I need a change. In order for me to stay sane, I need a little bit of a change. I need a change of scenery, a new pasture, if you will. But I mean, everything's just been lining up so perfectly. So we'll see. I have problems with 2024. When I turn on FrameGen, it starts to flicker. Maybe you know how to fix that. What's your graphics card? Did you consult with Henry? I did, yes. I did. He's the boss. He gets it. Is the job full-time or part-time? Full-time, you will be a very busy man doing that and streams. Correct, Declan. I will be, man. It is a full-time position. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Michael, thank you, my friend.
Polish zlotys. I think it will be Thrustmaster CEO. Remember, always aim a little higher than your competence.
Maybe one day, brother. Maybe one day. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate the continued support, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. You've got a 3060 Ti. Well, that would be why. 3000 series graphics cards do not have built-in FrameGen. if you want to use frame gen with your 3060 Ti, put exclamation point frames in chat, and you'll have to download the little conversion tool thing. 3000 series does not have native frame gen. Only 4 and 5000 series do. Cap, what's the company? It hasn't been announced yet, so I haven't announced anything. I'm waiting for the company to make their public announcement, and then we can obviously talk about it, and I'm sure you'll all know by then. And I also plan on making an announcement on my YouTube channel, so we'll have all of that, don't you worry. We will have all that information. All right. We ready to go flying? I am. Oh, wrong button. That one. Cool. Sounds are up. Let's go, friends. Auckland traffic. Fiji 418. Departing runway 23 left. Auckland. All right. Throttle's up to 40%. Very good. Slight nose down pressure on the side stick. We'll get the chrono on. Good. Let's go flying. Manflex 58 SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. Takeoff power set. We're rolling. I'll answer your question in a sec, Quacks. 100 knots, we're neutral. Choo-choo! Pretty heavy 330 today.
V1.
Rotation. That wind. There we go. Positive rate. Gear up. What is this? I don't know what that waypoint is. We're going to have a look at that in a second. I'm going to give you a wing view. Throttles to climb. Slight little decel on that. Very nice. I don't know what's going on with the flight plan. I will look at it in a second. We have some weird stuff going on. Are you able to find my Toby settings? Yes, I have a video on my channel with all my Toby settings. It's a video, not a live stream, so you'll have to check that out. All right, 220 speed check, flaps clean.
22 lighting up from a
Runway turn-offs off, nose lights off, wing lights off. Very good. We can disarm the ground spoilers as well. Very good. Ready to make our right turn, and then we'll hand it over to Auto Pilote. We bring those sounds down a little bit now. We don't need to go deaf. Very good. Nice. All right. We'll make this first left turn, and then I'm going to jump down to the McDo and figure out what the hell's going on with this flight plan. Joe Berhacap, I have a question for you. I'm trying to learn the Airbus A320, however, I can't choose IFR, and I have no idea how to set this up. Any good ideas of where I can find info? I mean, there's tons of content out there. It just depends kind of your level of where you're at.
In suspense. I'm leaving this stream in protest. Tell us.
Yes.
Tell us.
No. I will not tell you anything. Not yet. Soon. soon. All right, through the turn, 10,000 feet. Autopilot 1 is on. Back up into the flight deck. Very good. Okay, sorry. To answer a few questions. Jobber, check out V1 Simulations. He was a real-world Airbus pilot. He's got a bunch of tutorials out for the Airbus series. V1 Simulation, all one word. Friend of the channel, good guy, real-world pilot. Check him out for Airbus tutorials. That'll be a good place to start, I believe. Quacks for 10 months says, that's a real shame. I'm afraid you won't be streaming as much then, but I can understand why. You've probably mentioned it a few times, so what's the streaming schedule going to look like? So, as it stands right now, for the first little bit, Quacks, the stream is basically going to remain the same. I'm just removing the Wednesday evening stream. So we're going to have Wednesday afternoon streams, Friday afternoon streams, Sunday afternoon streams, and then I'm playing with the idea of giving myself Sunday off so I have at least one day to stay sane. But as far as streams go, I would still expect to see 3 to 4 streams a week. So the streaming schedule is not going to change all that much. Not as much as you think it would. Again, I'm staying in the flight sim industry. I'm not venturing away from the flight sim industry. And the company that I'm going to be working for, as I mentioned, is very well aware that I'm a content creator, and they've basically given me free reins. So even though I'm supposed to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, they have given me the okay to stream Wednesday afternoons, Friday afternoons, etc., etc. So that's all good. We don't need to worry about any of that. It's really not going to change that much, man. I understand that it's going to be a lot more work that's put on my shoulders. I get that. I understand that. But I'm okay with that. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Why the hell is there just like, where is this infinite... Where is this waypoint coming from? Okay. It should be Memor and then Caleg and then Nisset. I'm going to look at my flight plan here. Memor, Caleg, Nisset, and then it should be Saklo. Right? Yep. And then it should be Porin. Yep. And then it should be Agtim. So Caleg, Nisset, Saklo, Porum, Agtim. Wait, was it Porum? Yeah, Porin, Agtim, Agtos. I don't know why we have 2 top of descents. I'm going to clear one of those out. What the fuck did that just do? Porum, Agtim, Agtos. Porum, Agtim. Okay, that deleted Agtos. I'll put that into there and execute that. And then clear out that discontinuity. Should be Agtos to Agtag. Agtos, Agtag. And then it should be Motkey and then the arrival. I have no clue where this second line is coming from and what this is right here. I don't know why it's doing that. Unless that's like the go-round? I don't know. Anyways, we're not going to pay attention to that. The flight plan looks correct. Everything's in there. So I don't know why it's, I don't know why we're getting, and I don't know why we have 2 top of descents here. A little bit concerning, but we're not going to worry about that. The flight plan's in. I don't know why we have this second plan here. Crosswind is ungodly at 151 knots. Really? Jesus. I'm happy for you, Cap, and 2-3 streams a week is still very regular. Sometimes we have changed things. Can't always stay the same forever. Well, like I said, man, it's an opportunity that I felt like I couldn't pass up, right? That's, at the end of the day, like, I get it. I get that some people are going to maybe receive it a little bit negatively. But at the end of the day, it was something that I couldn't really change and I couldn't really give up. As my life continues to change and, you know, like I said, man, streaming has become, you know, streaming, for the last 8 years, streaming has never been like a problem monetized-wise, something like that. But with there being more and more and more content creators and more communities, it's just not as beneficial as it once was. It really wasn't. Check out the stadium. What stadium? Is this a third-party sound pack? It is. It's a freeware sound pack on flightsim.to. Mickey Mike, what's up, man? New schedule? Yeah, so I guess you probably... I took a full-time position within the flight sim community, Mickey Mike. So I took a full-time community manager position in the flight sim community. I start in August. So, Google the stadium, buddy? What's that? Google the stadium, buddy? After stream. If you're telling me to Google it, definitely after stream. Definitely after stream. You can check in plan mode to see exactly what it is. True, actually, I didn't think about that. Plan mode. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I don't know what waypoint it is. Yeah, it's coming all the way from... It's coming all the way from Nadi. Like, if we zoom in, you see there's like 2 lines being painted. It's like the go-around or something. I think that's what it is. Because... Does it not have... FN 812? FN 812, but it's not showing like the runway. Hold on. Let's put the arrival back in. Arrivals... RNAV 20. Let's see if we can fix this. And FNN. Arrivals. I want RNAV 20. Egg to 2 Bravo. From Mokti. Insert. Ah! We fixed it! Hooray! Okay. Now... Scrolling through. Yeah. Okay, so the only waypoint that we need then is after... should be Ag Toast to Ag Tag. Ag Toast to Ag Tag, and then... Okay, so it's got everything in there now. Okay, we're looking good. I think it was because we removed the waypoint earlier. It really screwed with everything. Okay, good. Good call, whoever said that. Good call, whoever said that. Your life circumstances have changed too. It's just a natural progression. I agree. 100%, man. 100%. And like I said, the big thing is I'm staying in the flight sim industry. Streams aren't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You're still going to see me floating around on forums and discords, and really, other than us losing a day of streaming, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. Cap Level 400 killed me with ungodly crosswinds. Nice. Going to Tenerife again in November. TUI used their own aircraft in Norwich for winter months, just playing the guessing game if it'll be a MAX 8 or an 800. Nice. Well, either way, you'll have a good time, right? It's fine. We can still blame Dan. We have issues with the community manager cap. Nothing changes. Correct. Exactly. Exactly, man. Nothing changes at all. We're still going to see cap. No worries. Correct. Yeah. You're still going to see me. I'm still going to be here. Do not worry. Do you use any Sky add-ons like Rex Atmos? I do not. And I use Auto FPS. So we're running a TLOD of 200 and an OLOD of 20. Thank you, Mickey Mike. Appreciate you, brother. Like I said, man, it wasn't... it kind of started out as like feelers. You know what I mean? Like it started... I reached out to a couple companies, kind of seeing if they had any roles or anything open, and one thing led to another, and it's here we are, man. Here we are. So I've got about 3 weeks left, and then I begin the first week of August on my new position. So will your content still be buns? Correct. Yes. Minus the cockroaches in Tenerife. Wait, there's cockroaches? Any 220 release date? None yet, Matthew. I'm thinking we're going to get a release date. Synaptic is doing a live stream with Microsoft and iniBuilds on Wednesday coming up. So what's the stream schedule going to look like? Basically the same, Mike. Basically the same, man. So we're still going to have Wednesday afternoon. We're still going to have Friday afternoon. We're still going to have Saturday afternoon. The only day I'm not sure of yet is Sunday streams, to be honest with you, Sunday streams are usually really quiet anyways. Everybody's usually out, family dinners, church, having whatever before the week starts. So my plan was to keep Wednesday, Friday, Saturday for streams, and then remove Sunday. So Sunday is really the only day so you know what I mean. That's really the only day. That is really the only day that we're going to be missing. Zojo, I took a full-time community manager position within the flight sim industry. Full-time community manager position within the flight sim community. So it won't release while you're at the cottage. I don't think so, unrealistically stupid. I don't think so. But you never know. They're doing their preview stream on Wednesday with Microsoft and iniBuilds. I don't know, man. Maybe. Sunday morning, man. Flight sim church can't go. Well, yeah, unfortunately. So that means they're going to comp all your expo trips now, go to work into the contract. Yes, correct. I had to provide them with my passport information, so. Good pay, I'm assuming. These companies seem to be paying pretty good money. Obviously not asking specifics. I mean, if you want me to be 100% honest with you, Mickey Mike, that's why it was such an easy decision. If you want me to be 100% honest, I have no problem mentioning that. That is the main reason behind all of this, dude. I'm kind of tired of YouTube doing this, making great money one month on YouTube and making absolutely nothing the next month on YouTube. I'm over that, man. I'm over relying on sponsors to support the channel. Really, I mean, all of this started last year when Thrustmaster kind of, dicked everybody around with the contracts. All of these thoughts and all of this process kind of started last year. I never want to turn my streams into somewhere where I need donations and I need people to support me. I never wanted to go down that road, and for me, that's not something that I'm interested in. I don't want people to feel like they have to support me in order for me to live my life. And, obviously things have changed, man. I own property now. I own a car. I have a fiance. Things have changed drastically within the last couple of years. And at the end of the day, YouTube by itself is not cutting it. It's not allowing me to be comfortable enough to where I'm not losing sleep at night and I'm not worrying about, is that mortgage payment going to come out or not? So that's the grand scope of things. And yeah, speaking with the company, and then they offered the package to me, and again, dude, it's salary. It's a full-time salary position. I know exactly how much money I'm making at the end of the month. I don't need to worry about YouTube, and I don't need to worry about ad revenue, and I don't need to worry about how many members we received this month. And you know what I mean? Am I going to be eating craft dinner every week for a week, or am I going to be able to, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was a major, that wasn't the end all be all, you know what I mean? Like I said, it was, I started sending out feelers. The company reached out to me. We got together. We had a little bit of an interview process. After the first interview, I went back for a second interview, if you will. And they basically offered their package and what it would be. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I would be stupid to not accept this position. Literally. So I don't blame you, sir. You have your head screwed on straight. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Burner. Appreciate you. Ooh, look at that turbulence. Nasty. Yeah, I mean, listen, the way that I'm looking at, I'm not 28 years old anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a roommate. I'm not living like, you know, like where it doesn't really matter. I'm pushing 40 years old, and I got to start getting some ducks in a row a little bit better than I have been, if you will. And this is, to me, this is a great opportunity. Now you get both earnings, YouTube and salary. Exactly. Albeit, yeah, we may end up losing a stream day during the week, but like I said, man, I'm not going anywhere, dude. You're still good. You guys are still going to be able to see me here 3-4 days a week, kind of like we've usually done. So, yeah. If it's a contract you're signing, make sure you have a lawyer look at it, dude. Things sound great, but fine prints can bite you. Of course, Jake. Don't you worry, brother. I've already taken care of all of that. Yes. F that stream day, go get some money and something you love doing. Well, that's it. That's it, man. Congrats on the new job. Did you get to work from home? I do. Yep. It is completely remote because I'm working within the flight sim industry. There's no office. It is a completely remote job. So yeah, I do get to work from home. You know, 2 15-minute breaks, 1 hour lunch break. It's literally perfect, dude. It's literally perfect. Just make sure you get plenty of stretching in. Very important life advice. 100%. Always. Always, always, always. Always, 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 man. Yeah, it'll be, it's a, you know, it's a new chapter, if you will. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. I know that I probably wouldn't have received this position if it wasn't my, you know, if it wasn't my stance in the flight sim community, if I hadn't been involved the way that I have been for the last decade in the flight sim industry. So, I'm very fortunate for you guys, very fortunate to be able to grow my channel and be where we're at. And, yeah, it's, you know, without you guys here and supporting and building the channel the way that we have over the years, it's, you know, it's not possible. So, Captain Midwest, it will interfere with the streaming schedule slightly, but as it stands right now, we're still doing Wednesday afternoon, Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon. So really the only day we're going to end up losing, it looks like it's going to be Sunday. Now, that being said, this isn't a, like, set in stone schedule. I feel like for the first month, it's probably going to be quite a bit. It's going to be a lot going on, with both jobs at the same time. But I'm assuming once I get a little bit more comfortable and once I get a little bit more understanding of my role and what needs to be done on a daily basis with tasks and stuff like that, I think the streaming schedule might start to pick up as I get a little bit more comfortable. The first month is probably going to be a little bit difficult. I've literally done this job for the last 10 years. So it's going to be different. It's going to be different jumping into a completely different role, and but I'm very much looking forward to it, man. I really am. Nerve-wracking, but super exciting. Of course. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Steady income is a must. Going to be starting the process of applying for the police department shortly. I can understand that. Yeah, absolutely, Mickey Mike. I mean, you got it, brother. You got it, dude. It gets to a point where, like I said, man, mortgages and car payments and insurance and all the other things, man. I believe it's the subtropical climate and volcanic density that causes them to have a few cockroaches come into our room. Nasty, big things. But hotel, we're doing best to get rid of them. Got you. Yeah, I don't like, I don't play with cockroaches either. There can always be a fun pop-up random Sunday stream once you get comfy in the mix of the new gig. Exactly. Exactly, man. Yeah. Have you found a t-shirt that looks like a suit? Oh, there's lots out there, Craig. Yes. But I'm not going to be wearing that. No. Thankfully, I won't be wearing that. Will not be wearing that, my friend. Thank you, 383. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, I think for me, the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is just a challenge, right? Something a little bit different, something maybe a little bit out of my comfort zone. But then again, I think about that and I'm like, you know what, man? It's not even really out of my comfort zone. I basically, you know, like I basically provide support for everybody through like my Discord and my YouTube channel. It's virtually going to be the same thing, man. It's just instead of me doing it for my Discord YouTube, oh, that's loud. Sorry. It's going to be working with a company and helping them out with their Discord and all that other stuff, right? So, it's all in relevance. That's the word. As a longtime subscriber, happy for you, man. Congrats on the new journey, bro. Thank you, Alalu. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere, chat. I'm not going anywhere. You guys don't have to worry. Streams are not stopping just because I'm going to get a 9-to-5 job. They're not stopping. So, yeah. A job like that sounds really cool. Would be interested if the opportunity ever became available. Would love to work in the flight sim community. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Mike, it's something that I had been putting feelers out there for quite a while. So for the opportunity to come up and the company to reach out and be like, hey, you know, we have this position opening, and we would love to we'd love to sit down and have a chat with you if it's something that you're interested in. And I mean, I obviously jumped on it, right? Jumped on it. And if I'm being completely honest with you, Mickety Mike, up until like last year, I never thought that this would even be a possibility. I didn't even think it was something that I would be interested in. But the more and more I have developer friends, and I'm you know, close with people in the community, the more and more the reality of it is. And it was like, it's literally a perfect position for me. It fits so well with what I already do. It's, you know, you couldn't think of a better opportunity, you know? Who do you work for? All of that will be coming out sooner than later. As it stands right now, there's been no public announcement, so I'm not going to do that. I still don't start for like 23 days or something like that, 24 days. So, still 3 weeks away from start date. I'm sure the week before the start date we'll discuss it, and we can kind of we can speak about those things. But as it stands right now, there's been no public announcement. So, hey, who bought a WingFlex product today? Somebody bought a WingFlex product using my code. Thank you, whoever that was. Appreciate you. Very nice. Have you had any issues with the ILS in this plane? Yes, I have, actually. It refused to pick up the ILS into Miami the other day. I don't know if that was a me thing, but what I can tell you is if you're having problems with the ILS, go to the RadNav page and just make sure that the ILS frequency is set here correctly. Sometimes I'm thinking it's not setting it automatically like it should. So just make sure, and you can obviously verify that through your charts. If you go to your approach, do they have any ILSs? Oh, they do have an ILS. So you just make sure that this information 111.9 and 025 would be set here if you are having problems. No, not GSX. That's wild. We get corporate Captain Canada before GTA 6. Yeah, perfect fit. It's the perfect way to put it. Yeah, it is, man. It really is. It really is. And what excites me the most about it, man, is just how excited the company is to have me on board as well in this position. It's been really like, I don't know. You know, listen, when you've been doing this as long as I've been doing this, to see a company and to speak with a company that's like genuinely excited to have you on board and to have you work with them, it's just like that little bit of reassurance that I think I needed. This is a big decision, chat. I promise you when I tell you, this is something that I've very seriously been considering for like probably the last 6 months or so. It's been in the back of my brain for probably well over a year now. So it's yeah, it's been, so far it's been really good. It's been really good, man. Having a job show excitement for you is a huge thing. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Did you ever think you'd fly a default plane on a live stream one day? Well, as soon as I figured out that iniBuilds was going to be making planes for the sim, yeah, I knew I'd be flying these. For sure. Thank you, Hemo. Appreciate you, man. And like I said, for me, the biggest thing was still being able to stream, and the fact that this company is within the flight sim industry and they understand the whole streaming aspect of things. To have them completely on board and like not want to change my Captain Canada brand into what I do, that was massive as well for me.
Pilot 83 donated 25 Polish zlotys. You'd be stupid if you didn't take advantage of it.
Yep.
I'm rooting for you because if an opportunity comes your way, you have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, you know, I think for me, one of the coolest things is just working with other, you know, as a community manager, I'll be dealing with a lot of you guys and a lot of content creators and a lot of other people that I'm already familiar with. So being able to work with people that I respect and it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, man. It really is. How the fuel prices dropped in Canada. They came down quite a bit where I live, but not pre-March levels. They've come down a little bit, yeah. I filled up my car at $1.51 the other day. Cost me $60 to fill up my car. 60 CAD. The gas light was on. $60. Don't respect me. Well, that's what you want, Davis. Davis doesn't want us to respect him. Danny plays. Hello, my friend. Good to see you, dude. Welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Happy Friday. $4.39 a gallon I paid yesterday. I don't know what that is in liters, Mickey Mike. I have a terrible time doing the difference between gallons and liters. How many liters in a gallon? Isn't it like 4 or something like that? 3 point something? Hey Gap, I know you don't do beta, as you mentioned before, but I had to try the latest beta for Microsoft. Huge performance improvements and environment improvements. Very smooth, higher settings. Nice. Very cool, man.
Johan_Jacobs donated
Mr.
140
Johan.
South African Rand.
Thank you, my friend.
Congratulations on your new role. Wishing you every success as you embark on this exciting new endeavor.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, brother. $1.16 per liter. Oh, brother, that's like prices 10 years ago, Mickey Mike. Sheesh. Do we have a liter of cola? We do. 1 gallon is 3.75 liters. Ah, okay, there we go. Thank you again, Mr. Johan. Appreciate you, my friend. I'm very excited, dude. Very excited. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. I really do. I think I heard Boris is working on a 330 sound pack. I have no clue. I know he's working on an Embraer sound pack for the FSSE jets. So, you'll be in Vegas next year? Yeah. I mean, if I'm not there with the company, Mickety Mike, I'll definitely be there on my own, brother. I mean, that's another thing, Mickety Mike. Now is it's like I said, man, the financial freedom, brother. Not having to worry about like spending, you know, $2,000 to go on, like the financial freedom of this. So yes, I will be there on either one of two capacities. I'll either be there with the company representing them and doing my thing, or I'll be there as Captain Canada myself and doing my own thing, right? So yes, I am still doing World Flight. I did speak to them about World Flight. They have given me the week off to do World Flight, so I will be doing World Flight as well. Yeah. So that was huge as well. That was like one of the first things I mentioned, was that I do this charity event, World Flight, every year in November, and they were like, no problem at all. We fully support it. So again, great news all around, dude. It's literally been nothing but great news. So does that mean less sunglasses if you are now corporate? If I'm there with the company, yeah, you're most likely going to see me without sunglasses, correct? Yeah. World Flight is most likely a no-go for me this year? Oh, no, brother. I know you were mentioning it's like right in the middle of like your company doing like a whole thing, right? That sucks, man. Well, try your best, Mickety Mike, right? Obviously. Still get to keep your Thrustmaster contract? I do indeed, because I'm still streaming. Yeah. Expo in Vegas next year? Yes, the Expo's in Vegas. What company? I haven't really spoken about the ad, Austin. You'll know probably about a week out from when I start, so probably in about 2 weeks-ish, you'll be able to know what company. The blackout period for the first 5 days of World Flight. Man, Mickety Mike, that's when you need to throw out the, like, listen, dude, we raised money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. You need to smarten up and just let me go to this event. Show them how much money we've raised over the years. I think we're well over 60K now. I think we're actually close to 70K raised for St. Jude Children's Hospital. That's what you got to throw out there at them, Mickety Mike. You'd be like, how are you going to deny the kids? How? How are you going to do that? I did, they don't care. Welcome to casino life. Fuck. Fuckers. I take my birthday off anyways, is now, forget that. Ah, there you go. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate you, man. Challenging times, but at least not been jet fuel or any other major shortages, just more expensive. Correct, yeah. The house always wins. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Gap, hope you're doing well. Livery looks nice. Is it a default livery? No, this is off flightsim.to. Flightsim.to. Tell the casino to make a dono. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hey, just chuck us like 50K. That'll be great. Thanks. Do you need Hughes Z-Core for the effects and the liveries? Yes. Yes, you do. Man, I can't wait for World Flight 3 years ago. Cap and Mopar I laughed like a fool. I love it. Dude, I can't wait, Michael. I can't wait, man. This year's going to be great, too, man. We got me, Mopar, Tom, and Dan all together. It's going to be a shit show, dude. Yes, Peanut is still live playing Assassin's Creed, Davis. When I woke up this morning, he was just restarting his stream because YouTube stops after 12 hours, right? So, what is Hughes Z-Core? It adds a bunch of stuff, interactive stuff in the cabin and the cockpit. So, for example, if we jump in here and we pop this open, you'll see there should be a little menu that pops up. So, it's breakfast. So we're going to go with some buttermilk pancakes. Boom. There is your... Oh, sorry. Breakfast. Boom. There's your buttermilk pancakes. What do we want the first officer? What does he want to have? Well, he can have the fresh fruit. We'll give him the fresh fruit. There you go. Pastries and fresh fruit. So that's Z-Core. Essentially, you can also put up window panels to block out some of the sun. I don't know where the click spot is for this one. Oh, I just saw it. It's right there. Perfect. Yep. You can do all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff too. You've got like these wipes down here. You've got Davis's love letter that goes in between your throttle and stuff like that. There's some cool things. There's some cool things. So that's basically Z-Core. It adds just, you know, little stuff. Little showy stuff. It's pretty cool. I put up a post on the Discord saying he's still going. Wait, what? Oh, Peanut. Yes, sorry. Peanut's the funniest guy ever. Some outrageous stuff said there. Dude, Peanut is the man. It's insane. I'm eating vegetables right now. You just made me throw them out by showing me some of those pancakes. I could crush some pancakes, brother. I'm doing my fajita wraps, my meal prep this evening. I gotta cook up a bunch of chicken thighs. Who's excited for our long haul tomorrow, chat? Amsterdam, Montreal, KLM 330. Who is excited for the long haul tomorrow? We haven't gone westbound in forever. I'm kind of excited to go westbound. I could crush a full stack right now. Might have to make it happen. Got any IHOPs? IHOP? Chat, who makes the best, like, pancakes? Is it IHOP? Is it Waffle House? Is it Denis? Who makes the best pancakes? Do you eat food from your farm? Well, we don't. It's a horse farm, Fliterer, so we breed horses and, yeah, board horses. So it's not like a crop farm. I don't have veggies and fruits and stuff growing. It's horses. I grow hay. Grandparents, true. Got a local diner joint that gives you like 3 huge pancakes that are the size of the plate. This is nice. This is nice. Hey Cheval is delicious? What's that? Hey Cheval? I have not heard of this. How often do you harvest horses? What? Harvest horses? What? Horse poop pancakes. Oh, there's lots of that to go around. Lots of horse poop. Oh. Wayward. I thought Hey Cheval was like a restaurant or something close to that. I'm so dumb, dude. I've never had horse meat. Never. I know that it's a big big business. I know a lot of Europe eats horses, and the only reason I know that is because when horses pass away here, there's a company that you can call and they come and pick up the horse as long as the horse has passed away within the, I think, like 24 or 48 hours. They come and pick it up, and then they butcher it all up and it gets sent away. Yeah, horses don't get harvested. Feels wrong eating meat from a horse. I've never tried it. I don't think I ever would, to be honest with you. I have way too big of like a connection with some of these horses. I don't think I could ever eat a horse. Cheval, horse in French? Yes, cheval is the horse in French, but my brain wasn't working when Wayward said that initially. Satellite survey shows suspected patches of very green vegetation on the farm. Sheesh. I'm not growing any of that yet. Maybe when I move out there full time, Johan, I'd like to set up a little garden or something. A little green shack or something. Well, I showed up at a great time. What's up, man? Happy Friday, brother. Check your Discord for pancakes. I like pancakes. Ooh, Red Hill Coffee Shop. That does look delicious. We could go for some pancakes. Cap goes to the farm to talk to Steve the horse. Well, it's time for you to get harvested tomorrow. Going to taste real good. Yeah, no, never done that. Why haven't you moved out there already? Just curious. So, Redbeard, I've already gone over this so many times, brother. There's no actual house on the property. So, the property has a massive barn, and into the barn, there's like a condo, a little apartment / condo thing built into the barn. It is not big enough for two people to live, and more importantly, there's no room for my studio. There's no room for my streaming setup. So that's the big thing why. We do have fiber. Fiber was run last fall. So we have fiber internet out there. So internet is crossed off the list. That's all good to go. So now, the predicament that I'm in is, do I build something? Do I remortgage my mortgage, add like $200,000 onto my mortgage and build something? Or, in the meantime, what I'm looking at doing, because if I'm being honest with you right now, trying to build something right now is probably stupid. The price of lumber, the price of labor, everything is still through the roof here in Canada. So building right now would not be a smart decision. So kind of where I'm stuck is getting myself some type of like tiny home. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Is getting some type of like little home, tiny home, RV, something that I could live in for the next couple of years out on the property as we save money and stuff money away to apply for a building mortgage. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So how about a mobile home? Yep, I've been looking at everything. I've been looking at all the options, Jake. The problem is, brother, everything is so expensive. So expensive. Like if you're looking at a pre-built mobile home, you're looking at 180 to 220K, which is fucking absurd, dude. Absurd. Realistically, I'd love to find something around like 20, 30K so I can put a nice down payment down and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's that's the main reason. Just get a 6-person tent. You'll be fine. Yeah. It only gets -40 for like 3 months of the year here. Oh, man. Chop down your own trees. We don't really have too many trees. Well, we do, but no. Cap, my advice is to build if you can. Nothing gets cheaper, and you won't regret it. Well, that's the plan, Costas. Like I said, man, the plan is to build something, but we're not there yet, man. We don't have enough equity into the property. We just passed 5 years, so we just had to remortgage. So if I'm being completely honest with you, building something is probably out of the question for the next 5 years. It's just, you can't remortgage with a build if you don't have enough equity on the property. So in 5 years, we would have 10 years of the 25-year mortgage paid off. We would be much more, we would be in a much better state to apply for a building mortgage. So Yeah, Jake, no, not going to do that. Check out Adu kits from Home Depot. Could be an option. Yeah. KJ, what's up, my friend? I don't know what you're saying. English, please, brother. I'm a carpenter. Buy me a ticket to Canada. I'll fly over and make your streaming room for free. My man. All right. Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, we're running through a bunch of different options. We've also thought about just expanding the apartment that's already in the barn, taking away some of the hay storage and expanding the apartment. That would only run me probably like 15, 20, 25K, something like that, to do something like that. But yeah, we got some options. We need to figure them out. Things will become a lot more easier now as well. Now that I've got a full-time job coming up, full-time job, salary, I can kind of know how much money I'm going to be making and expect to spend accordingly. So, like I said, right now it's kind of difficult because YouTube is so up and down. It's so up and down. Have a great month, and then you have 2 shitty months, and then a great month, and then a shitty month, and then a great month, and a shitty month. Then 2 great months, then 3 shitty months. YouTube is so up and down, it's almost impossible to plan because you have no clue what it's going to be like from month to month. You be working online or offline, Cap, for the new position? Online. Online. I'm looking at one really nice place, but he wants too much money for it. He wants way too much money. And I'm waiting for him to keep it up on the Facebook Marketplace. And he's already dropped the price by 20 grand because it's been sitting on Marketplace for 6 months and nobody's bought it. So I'm waiting for him to bring the price down again. And then when he brings the price down again, I may jump all over it. Because damn, it's nice. It's really nice. But he just wants too much money for it right now. He started out at 100K, now it's down to 80K. If I could get it for like 50, 60K, throw like 5 or 10,000 down and then just get a little loan for the rest, it's probably what I'll do, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Looks like Kennedy Steve has his own YouTube channel. I think he's had it for a while now. Barn Dominium, the best of both worlds, storage and a place to live. Well, that's what it is. I mean, for the fiance, it's literally perfect, Ian, right? She runs her business out of there. She's got her tiny little office with her laptop where she does all her invoices and all that shit, and yeah. Where I deliver mail, I deliver around a lake, and there's a person selling a house for 2.3 million. Yep. I mean, our neighbor is actively trying to sell his property for 1.3 million. Cat, Minnesota. He's on 6 acres of land with a decently sized house. 1.3 mil is what he's asking for it. Krishak, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. YouTube is changing algorithm and trying to push smaller channels. PBD podcast was talking about it a while back. I don't think anybody truly knows what YouTube's doing. Waterfront property taxes in New York are so crazy. Well, I can only imagine, brother. Taxes everywhere are crazy, dude. I just had to pay our property tax. It was over $4 grand this year. $4,000 in property tax. What a fucking sham. Don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started. Well, you want to buy land that we don't own that's just land? Okay, well, okay, but if you buy the land, you have to pay us taxes on the land, okay? Every year, we're going to come collect. We're going to come collect $4,000 from you every year. Even though you own the property and you own the land, yeah, we got to come and collect our property tax. The fuck? How does that make sense? Please explain it to me. Fucking thieves, man. Fucking thieves, dude. Wish I could run like the government and just run around and take money from everybody. Ah, income tax. Ah, sales tax. Ah, property tax. Ah. Yeah. Come to Poland sometime. You'd like it, man? Poland would be great. Yeah. It sucks I can't buy property because I have bad credit. I'm 39. I don't own anything. Well, listen, Diamond Mike, I'm not even going to beat around the bush with you, brother. That was me probably 5 years ago. I was stupid when I was younger. I got a credit card when I was 18 years old, maxed out the credit card and never paid it and figured it would just go away. Legitimately, that's legit what happened. Credit card at 18, got a $3,000 spending limit on it, literally spent $3,000 in like 3 months and never paid the credit card and told them to fuck off. Well, guess what, brother? When my car broke down and I needed to go buy a new car, I walked into the Toyota dealership and they were like, hey, you have this thing on your credit where it says that you owe this company $3,000. We can't approve your financing because you owe this. Anyways, I had to go through the whole shit, dude. I had to go through the whole shit of settling with the company. I got a hold of them. I settled the debt with the company. As soon as I settled the debt with the company, I got myself another credit card and I was religious. Every time I would spend money on it, I would only put money on the credit card if I had the money in my bank account. And what I would do is I would put the charge on the credit card and then I would go home, I would log on to my banking app and I would pay the credit card off immediately. And now, brother, my credit is over 800. I have an 830 something, 835 credit score, which is pretty damn good. It's not as good. I think 900 is the best that you can get. But that's what you just trust me, man. The sooner you take care of it, the easier it'll go. Franco, what is UYU? What's UYU? Greetings from Uruguay. From the Frankini. Frank, thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate you, my man. Thank you. From Uruguay. That might be the first donation I've ever received from Uruguay, Frankie. Thanks, man. I promise you, Diamond Mike, just whatever you got to do, bro. It's going to suck, man. It's going to suck. But the sooner you get it paid off, and listen, man, if you've owed these companies, Diamond Mike, one of the reasons I didn't pay it off is because I was so scared that I would contact the company and they would tell me I owe like 9, 10, 11 grand because of interest charges. When I reached out to the credit card company and told them that I wanted to settle the debt after like 11 years, 10 years, 12 years, however long it was, they took all the interest rate off and all I had to pay was the base principal of what I owed them. So I ended up paying like the $3,000 or $3,100, whatever it was, and I paid it in installments. I paid $500 a month for 6 months. Paid it off. I'm telling you, brother, the second I paid it off, my credit spiked. And then I got a credit card, one credit card, and I started to build it from there. And that's it, man. And within a year, Diamond Mike, I was able to go back to Toyota and get my approval from Toyota for my car. Within a year. You know? So I know it seems daunting. But trust me, it's not, man. These companies want to work with you. They don't want you owing them money. They would much rather have you not owing money and having a credit card with them and paying interest on your new credit card than that money that you have just sitting limbo. You know what I mean?
Well, hello,
AJ, man.
At AEDOC. Honorary donated
Don't listen to
$3.
AJ. Whatever you do.
This is why I always use stole credit cards. J/K.
Don't listen to AJ. Thank you, AJ. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. The interest rate at which they give us credits will screw you for life. Well, if you're... Yeah, the whole purpose is do not carry a balance on your credit card. That's why you have to be smart. I do agree with you. Credit cards are dangerous, man. People, I feel like they don't truly understand the interest rate will kill you, especially if you're just doing like minimum payments a month and stuff like that. The interest rate will kill you. Chicken pad thai for lunch. Could eat this every day. Oof. I haven't had a pad thai in forever, Wayward. Babe Have, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Hope you're well. But I promise you, Diamond Mike, take care of it, brother. Figure out who you owe the money to and go from there, man. I promise you it's a lot less daunting than you think it is once you get everything paid off. And the thing, once you have everything paid off, is just, you know, like I said, learn your lessons. If you don't have the money, don't put it on your credit card. Unless it's like an emergency situation your car breaks down, your dog needs to go to the vet, something along those lines, you know what I mean? Try not to put money on the credit card unless you have that money in your bank account. Cap, are we stretching? Let me know. We're always stretching. Hell yeah, brother. Stretch for life. Like I said, don't listen to Kyle. Get another credit card, cash, advance it, and put everything on black. No, don't listen to Davis either. Terrible idea. Terrible. This company better have mandatory stretch breaks? Nice. I'm just trying to help. Financial advisor Davis. How may I help you? Financial advisor Davis. Double or nothing. I feel like, listen, don't, and the other thing is, Diamond Mike, don't feel bad about the situation that you're in, man. Trust me, dude, you're not alone in this. There's so many people get credit cards when they're young and they don't understand the process and they don't understand how to prioritize certain money in the way that things need to be done. You're not alone, brother. You're not alone, and like I said, man, I know it can seem daunting, but promise this when I tell you, these companies want to work with you and they want to get this debt paid off. At least that's what it was in everybody that I've known that's been in similar situations, it's always been the same case. Davis, help me with my finances now. I live in a box. Sheesh. Down by the beach though, right, Mr. Minnesota? It's a beach box. I mean, that's pretty bougie. Davis is my financial advisor. Keep getting calls from CRS. Yeah, it is daunting. At least I don't have a lot of debt. It's probably like a couple grand. Yeah, brother, you can get that paid off in no time, man. You set up a little payment plan. Trust me, man. It's worth it, brother. A beach box, but sandier. Exactly. What can I do instead of frame gen to improve my FPS? Wait. Azulos, were you the one with the 3060 Ti? You can try out the frame gen mod, but I think it's exclamation point frames. Do I still have that command going? I don't even know if I still have it. Ah, there it is. You can download that, and you can try that with your 3060 Ti, but most likely you're going to want to probably bring some of your settings down. That will be the easiest way. Nothing worse knowing, like, you know, if you want to buy a car or a house or condo, but you can't, if you know what I mean, I have to rely on somebody else to co-sign. Brother, I was in the same position, man. I was in the same position, dude. I walked into Toyota, I found the car, everything was done, we did all the paperwork, was all excited, and then the guy came back to me and he's just like, you need a co-signer. And I was like, brother, I'm in my fucking mid-30s. I can't call my mom and ask her to co-sign on a car for me. And he was just like, well, you need to reach out to this company and you need to figure out what you need to do to pay that company. Once that is all paid, come back to us and we'll get you approved. And sure enough, that's exactly what I did, man. I drove a semi over the road for a year straight and used that money to pay off all my debts and made my credit score rocket up. Also, use apps like Kickoff. They help a ton. There you go. I don't know any of those apps, but... Hey, man, I just voted that I didn't like the stream. Does it matter? I did after the fact. How dare you? How dare you? He got about to depart Milan, Italy to Nantes, France in the Airways iniBuilds A330-200. Nice, Tango. Enjoy your flight, man. That sounds like it'll be a scenic one. $20 bones is 20 bones. Sheesh. Is frames a mod? Yes. Exclamation point frames is a mod. 20 bones, no teeth, and a dream. Jesus. Time to stretch even more, chat. When Davis puts those out. Jordan, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Hope you are well, good sir. Hello, Mr. Henry. Chad Henry says hi. One thing I'll teach kids if I have them is financial discipline because, man, I wish I had that guidance. So I'm right there with you, Bulls. Right there with you, my man. Hey, man, just checking in with you. How's it going? Janky, good to see you, man. All is well, brother. If ever meet in real life, man, it would be a blast. Hell yeah, Michael. I mean, our best bet, Michael, would be to, like, FS Weekend in the Netherlands or something like that. That's probably the closest I'll ever be out there. EDZ in Italy is way more chill than Germany, but they're rough when needed, Italians being Italians. Fiumicino! Yeah, exactly, Wayward. These things should be. Never had a credit card, about to turn 30. Learned my lesson about loans and financing a brand new car every year in my 20s. Car payment got higher and higher every car. Barely could afford to live. Yep. Yeah. We'll get you, man. It will get you. Especially in the U.S., dude. Like, the amount of people that I've seen and, like, speak to that, like, have a car payment of over, like, $1,000 or $1,500 a month, it's absolutely absurd to me. That's crazy, man. If your car payment is more than $400 or $500 a month, I feel like something wrong. Remember when schools taught home ec finances instead of grooming kids? Jesus, dude. I didn't read that out loud, by the way, chat. That wasn't me. Do your British accent? No, it's not very good. Long weekend off for my birthday. Horribly hot here currently, thus been 8 weeks of diabolical weather. Did treat myself to a Thrustmaster Boeing pack today, though, so treat to oneself. Hey, nice, Jordan. Well, happy birthday week, my man. My birthday's on Thursday, brother. Coming up, Thursday. Watching this as I wait for the World Cup. Who's playing today? TOS. Some other flight streamers were saying that the expo this year was kind of terrible, and I was like, what? I would do anything to go to one of those. Listen, I mean, I wouldn't use those words. Was Minneapolis a little bit of a boring location for the expo? Sure. There really wasn't much to do other, like, if you drink. If you like to drink alcoholic beverages, this expo was great because of its location. There were just bars everywhere. There wasn't a whole lot to do. It's not like Vegas where you could literally do something different every single day. Grand Canyon or helicopter tour. So I can understand it from that perspective, but the expos are never boring in my opinion, man. There's always stuff to do. There's always things you can see. And now, was this as much fun as Vegas and there was as much to do? No, absolutely not. But that's why all of us locals were pissed that it was in St. Paul instead of the more lively and easier to get to Minneapolis. Maybe. I think for obvious reasons, though, they avoided Minneapolis, AJ. The ones we don't need to speak about. Isn't the mod called Nexus mod from DLSS to FSR? Yeah, whatever exclamation point frames. Azulos, put exclamation point frames, then look for the Nightbot command. Gavin, save money for an FMC or make do. Which one do you recommend? Well, do you spend more time flying Boeing or Airbus? That's what I would go with. How close do you think we are for the Synaptic A220? I think it's coming before the end of the month. Pardon me. Or close to the end of the month. I would go with the McDo then, Dan. AJ offered you a tour of Minneapolis, but the foreigners didn't want to go. Hey Cap, with so much competition these days, do you think being a full-time YouTube content creator is getting harder and less secure as a career? 100%. 100%. I don't know if you're going to see very many full-time flight sim content creators. I actually think it's going to be the opposite. I think a lot of the full-time flight sim content creators that you see right now will most likely find themselves in different endeavors, whether it be in the gaming industry, whether it be in the flight sim industry. It's, yeah. Yeah. Ah, Michael, that's just practice. Study high, get high scores. Sheesh. I believe we'll get the A220 shortly, followed by the 7.5. Well, the 7.5's coming at the end of September. They've already confirmed that. We're expecting an end of September release for the Bluebird. I think the Synaptic will be out well before then. Good news, I made it home. Hell yeah. This is great news, sir. You're going to see more real-world pilots streaming more than full-time traditional-style content creators. Well, I mean, that's the way the industry is going right now. I really do think so. I mean, all it takes, go spend 10 minutes looking at, like, flight sim live streams. Everybody's putting real-world pilot, real-world student pilot, real-world CFI. It is what it is, man, because those are the ones they know. Those are the ones that get clicks. People are much more likely to support the quote-unquote real-world pilot than they are the Joe Schmo that just loves flight sim and does it for a, you know what I mean? And you know what, though? Eventually that's going to change. I believe it's going to get to a point where people are like, you know what? I'd rather support the guy that actually creates, like, solid content than support the guy that's a real-world pilot that already makes six-figure income. It's gonna eventually change. Right now, we're still in that, like, people are still in that wow factor because Microsoft brought out a lot of real-world pilots and a lot of people that, you know, are in the aviation industry. It's really brought them to the forefront. You know what I mean? And it's still kind of like this new concept of people like, wow, this guy's a real pilot and he's streaming? But it's going to die off, just like everything, man. Just like everything. The wow factor and the shiny factor will eventually die itself off because there's going to be so many of them that people are going to be like, okay, I'm going to go watch the guy that's not a real world pilot because it's just, that's like the not the normal now. You know what I mean? It'll eventually happen. Real world student pilot, I don't get it. If I'm a real student pilot with less than 1% chance of training applies to the 330 on screen. Well, like I said, man, we're in that, we're still in that wow factor. We're still in that, we're still in the people are not used to, like, forever, dude, forever. This hobby was not meant for, not that it wasn't meant for it, but, you know, people that fly airplanes in real life, they weren't coming home to fly simulators in front of people. Most real pilots, when they get home, they don't want to think about flying an airplane until the next time they have to fly an airplane. But I feel like Microsoft and streaming in general has changed that completely. These guys now come home and they're off for a week or two and they're like, you know what? I'm going to fire up the YouTube, going to get some subscriptions, get some gifted memberships, get some donations, turn it into a dual income type deal, you know what I mean? Now, I will say, It's been great having an influx of knowledge. It's been great to have real-world pilots like V1 and Flight Tech to Sim, and you know those are the guys that I watch. I know there's a ton others out there, but it's been good to have them in the industry as well. You can pick their brain, you can ask them questions. You know, am I doing this correctly? How's this done in the real world? Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. So that aspect of it is great. I like that. I think it's great that we have people that take time, you know, away from flying real world aircraft that come into the sim and they kind of teach us and we can learn from them. But like I said, I feel like the whole shiny factor of all of that is going to be, it'll eventually wear itself off. You know what I mean? Rydog, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. What size rolling cache do you use? Whatever the default is, Dill. I'm not sure what it is. I get home and run to my sim, though. Do you really, Matthew? You really still do that? They cut in line during COVID? Of course, yeah, there was a massive influx, man. A massive influx. All these pilots were at home, furloughed. A lot of them spend time on the internet, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. They see all the live streams. They're like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I've always said it. I personally think it's a cheat code. Like, if you're a real-world pilot and you want to start streaming, you've already got a one-up from everybody else. The community is already going to embrace you. Whether you're making good content, bad content, the community is going to embrace you because you're a real-world pilot. That's just factual at this point. We've already discovered this. We know this. You know? Damn, that's crazy, Matthew. That's crazy. A non-airline pilot who streams airliners doesn't really add much value when they put that in the title. Correct. Yes. Yep, I agree with you. Unrealistically stupid. I've only ever watched a couple of his videos. I can't, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about every video that he makes, and like, he'll be like flying an airplane. He'll be like, wow, the real airplane wouldn't do this. The real airplane doesn't do this.
Honorary donated $3.
Sheesh.
Need to make a joint rolling and stretching sim.
That would be a good one. I'd be on board for that one, AJ. Thank you, brother. Dropping the 3 bones. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, brother. See, I don't know. Like, again, man, I'm not gonna sit here and like, I'll let you guys make those. The way that I look at it, I've been doing YouTube for so long now, and I've been watching streams for like 12, 13, 14, 15 years. If I watch somebody and I'm just not a fan of the content, I don't like overanalyze the situation and be like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit, I'm not gonna watch him. I don't really do that. I just say, it's not for me. The content's not for me. You know what I mean? That's it. And I move along. I don't really ever go back. I watched a couple of the A330 driver videos and I was like, okay, I know everything that I need to know. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not interested in watching this. That's it. Kind of move on with my life, you know? I don't really watch people. I don't really have time to watch people that I'm not really a fan of. You know what I mean? Obviously, I know of what happened with I think it was during Cross the Pond event a couple years ago. He got all upset at the controller because the controller wouldn't allow him to do what he would be allowed to do in real life. So he got all upset about it or something like that. I think that's what it was. I don't even remember. But I think that's where the whole hate thread for A330 driver. Listen, man, I mean, he's got more subscribers than I do. Isn't he pushing like 90,000 subscribers? So obviously he's doing something right. Again, a little bit of a cheat code because he is a real world pilot and he puts it in every title and every video and shoves it down your throat. Make sure to know that he's a real world pilot. Again, people are, you got a lot of kids on YouTube, man. You got a lot of developing brains, a lot of people that like see that and they're just like, oh my God, I'm going to go support this guy because he is a real world pilot and I want to be a real world pilot when I'm older. It's a little bit of a cheat code, Nothing wrong with it. Hell, if I was a real world pilot, I'm sure I'd be putting in my title as well. to sit there and say it's not a cheat code, or to sit there as a real world pilot and say like, oh no, I get these subs because I'm a great content creator. Don't think so. Won't get the same reactions as your real world physics or training sim ultimately. Correct, Matthew. Yes, absolutely. If everything is in one of them compares Microsoft to the multi-million-dollar training sim, of course they won't perform the same. One is an entertainment product and the other is a level of sim. 100%. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. He basically called the controller a typical American, insulted an entire country, never addressed it, and deleted the video. Hey man, what are you going to do, brother? What are you going to do? You should put Real World Pilot in your title? Nah. I mean, I fucked around with them a little bit, Redbeard. I put Real World Sim Pilot and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever happened to Kip? I haven't seen Kip stream in forever, dude. He was going hard when Microsoft 2024 released. I haven't seen Kip in a while, man. Gonna start streaming and say I'm a real-life former baggage handler. Sheesh. I want to be a real-world stretcher like Captain Canada when I grow up. He is glued to me, too. I struggle without my captain. Thank you, Matthew. V1 is cool. He's about the only other person I can watch unless Kip comes back to Flight Sim streaming. He's not a pilot, I know. Just really enjoy his vibe, and I enjoy yours. There you go, Jake. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. He got burnt out hard. A lot of people do, man. I like Flight Tech to Sim. Guy's been around for a minute, and he's a really cool person. His FSX tutorials were amazing. Yeah, Flight Tech to Sim's been around for a while. The one thing I like about Flight Tech to Sim is he's an extremely humble individual. You could just tell by watching his live streams and the way that he interacts with his chat. He's a very, very humble. I think he understands where he comes from, and I think he understands the way that people should be treated. I'm a big fan of Flight Tech to Sim as well. Very, very, very nice guy. I've never met him in real life, but been a fan of his videos for forever, dude. Years. In the real world, 99% of the time we train for things that could go wrong. No matter the physics, you can't replicate psychology. Correct. 100%. 100%. That and Flight to Sim, also a big reason why the Zeebo is what it is. Yeah, one of the best freeware add-ons for Flight Sim of all time, I would say. Bro, he's going so hard. I was there almost every stream. It was so much fun, though, while it lasted. Yeah, wasn't he streaming, like, every single day? Like, every single day, every evening after work and stuff like that? Thing with Kip, too, man, is he was crazy smart. He was a really, really, really smart individual, man. I'm a fan of Air Force Proud 95. His sophomoric antics are humorous. I also respect when he's serious, he knows what he's doing. Burner, probably one of the best people I've met doing this. I've had the pleasure of meeting Air Force Proud numerous times now. Just a genuine great guy. Super funny, man. Really, really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Zeebo still infuriates me at this point. I avoid 7.3s. I will say, though, that the iFly Max is probably the most accurate feeling in reacting 7.3 to me. Interesting. I do love me the Max 8. I love flying the iFly. I watch you, Mickey Mike, Owls, CST. That's about it. Nice, Dale. There you go, man. Every day after work, he taught me so much with Flight Sim. Yeah, dude, he's really smart, man. He got Dan and I set up with the streamer bot that we use now that, like, does the automatic leaderboard and stuff like that. He set all that up. I watch nobody. Nice.
Mikal on SimPilot83 asked me, I don't know about you, but I love our CPT Canada not only for the streams, but mainly for the stretching. Weed forever, man. Yeah, chat's out here worshipping the stream like it's a yoga cult with a weed altar. Stretching first, brain cells second. Weed forever, you limp dick lunatic.
Jesus. Corbett. Better watch how you're speaking to us, Mr. Corbett. I'll turn you off. One little click of the mouse, Corbett, and you're gone. Rude. Called us a limp dick lunatics. Not very nice, Mr. Cormit. Come over here. I'll show you who's got a... No, never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that, Cormit. Go back. I watch you from your window. That's not surprising. Corbett's back. All is well in the world. That's right. See, guys, I'm the old man. Back in the day, I was editing the no smoking sign in the cockpits for the cabin smoking. The good old days. That's right. You were. Yes, you were. Almost became a COD stream. Gibbs also introduced me to you. He mentioned he's been watching a really chill simmer. It turned out to be you. I got to agree with him. My man, Jake. That's awesome, brother. Yeah, Kip was cool, man. I used to hang out in Kip's streams as well, man. Always a good time. The bush conceals my bush. Fucking guys, man. It's so dangerous having Davis and AJ in the same chat. Thank you, Michael, for the support, man. Appreciate you, brother. Excuse me, Captain. What did you just say? I didn't say anything, Shawless. That was Cormit. Not me. Not me. Cormit was being a bad boy. Guys, I gotta run. Just stumbled into a stream through shorts, and now my chariot is here. Onwards to Ibiza. Have a wonderful flight, Mr. Matthew. Be safe, brother. We'll see you around, man. Michael, yes. Three hours until the weekend, which means pink lemonade indica card. Sheesh. You still got the, AJ, what was the one, the Thin Mint cookies? You still got some Thin Mint cookies? Tell you what, Mr. AJ, I could go for some Thin Mint cookies and a Culver's butter burger. I have another one? Yes, my man. I haven't seen that strain in forever, AJ. Forever. Can't remember the last time I saw good Thin Mint cookies, man. Shit, it's been years, dude. Years since I've had a proper Thin Mint cookies. It's always crossed with some bullshit I don't want. Shit, I'm gonna have to pick you up and leave you with less up again, aren't I? Yes, sir. At least they got Culver's for World Flight this year in CST land. Why is Davis talking about bushes? It's Friday. We can't control him on Fridays. Non-controllable. Non-controllable Fridays. Gotta bring more like the original strains back. I love the cookie strains. Just use some of Les's points. Come down here for a burger and stretching. Fly back the same night. Yeah. Bush, the beer. Bush. When you first started streaming, did you ever imagine you're here where you are now? Absolutely not, Declan. Absolutely not, brother. I literally started streaming because I was bored and I wanted to meet new friends in the community that were also involved. You gotta remember, dude, when I started streaming, like, man, this was before Discord. This was before all this stuff. This was before flight sim communities existed. The only way to find other people was to, like, go on VATSIM and, like, talk to people. So I legitimately started my YouTube channel because I wanted to find other like-minded people like myself. None of my friends were doing flight simming, nothing. I was the only one. My friends would come over and they'd be like, "You're flying a plane from Ottawa to Toronto?" And I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude, this is amazing." And they're like, "Okay, man, we're gonna go outside or downstairs, play some NHL on the PlayStation. Come down when you're done." That was the sole reason of why I started streaming, was just to find like-minded people. And then it kind of just spiraled into this, man. I started, you know, I met Dan. Dan was one of the first people that I met doing this live streaming stuff. Dan was one of the first people. And I remember we had a small little circle of friends that I'd met doing this and that were watching the streams, and then it kind of just went crazy, man. I was on Microsoft 2004 when I had to make your own fun. Yeah, Exactly. Absolutely, Shamrock. 100%, man. I go door to door in my neighborhood looking for Flight Simulator fans. Nice. Sarcasm. I feel like you'd be met with like a gun or two, Burner, if you were to do that. You said what? Drove past a few Culvers on my road trip and thought of UCAP. Oof. That Butterburger, man, that was spectacular. Culver's might be like on my top 5 of burgers I've had in the States. In-N-Out is number 1. I don't think that's ever going to change. I feel like Shake Shack is probably number 2. Shake Shack's got to be up there. Maybe 2 or 3. Culver's is fantastic. Whataburger was gross. What else have I had recently? Cap, you ready to see the new fair foods for the... Oh, that's dangerous, brother.
Honorary donated $5. My brother gives me shit for flying fake planes. I tell him, you laugh, but if we're on that one flight together, and SHTF.
That is true. It's true. In-N-Out is overrated? No. In-N-Out burgers are not overrated. There is legitimate... I don't know if there's a better burger. In-N-Out burgers are top tier. Everything else in In-N-Out is overrated. The fries, everything else. The burgers are phenomenal. I came across your channel. It was a video of you doing a night landing, probably back in like X-Plane 10 bowls. Thank you, AJ, for the 5 bones, man. Appreciate you, brother. And you took Dan away from that bottom spot. Hell yeah. All right, this is dangerous. Mr. Minnesota's we're gonna go look at all the state fair food. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Chat. Let's get this going now. Pickle pie. Pie crust filled with a blend of chopped pickles, pickle juice, and cream cheese. That sounds fucking disgusting. Kraken corn ribs. Okay, this is more on my level. Corn cob quarters dipped in tempura batter, then fried. Oh, America! Sheesh. Longazina cheese curd lumpia. That's probably delicious as well. I would go with that one in a heartbeat. Absolutely. French choux nut sundae. Yup. Give me some of that. Oh my heavens. Korean barbecue bao buns. Sheesh. Chad, have you ever had a bao bun? How many of you here have had a bao bun? Be honest. How many of you have had a bao bun before? Bao buns are on a whole different level, Chad. Whole different level. That is... Bao buns are delicious. I could crush... Brother, right now, stretched out, haven't had lunch, could probably eat 10 of those. No problem. No problem. Surf and turf burger. Lobster tossed in garlic herb butter stacked on a 3rd-pound seasoned grilled beef patty topped with pepper jack cheese. Brother, I feel my arteries clogging just looking at all of these. Oh, they got the bao belly buns too. Oh my god. What is a bao bun? They're like sandwiches. I think they're Thai, aren't they? Pretty sure they're Thai. Dude, this bun, it's like so fluffy and light, and it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. And then you usually put a nice savory, like some pork in it or some shrimp or something. You put something savory in it, a little bit of spice, some cilantro. Oh my god. They're Korean? Actually, I think you might be right. Korean bao bun. I think you're 100% correct, actually. Every 10th admission gets a free defibrillator. No kidding. Butter brew mustache pretzel. Okay, well, I could live without pretzels. That's fine. Bao belly. This looks incredible as well. Blue moon crunch. Fluffy shaved ice infused with blue moon flavor, dusted with a fruity pebbles. Cereal and drizzled with sweetened condensed milk. Jesus, dude. Walking chopped Italian grinder. Davis? That kind of looks good, dude. Chopped Italian grinder sandwich, style blend with sliced salami, pepperoncinis, green olives. Get the green olives out of there. Artichokes, roasted red peppers, and fresh mozzarella. That looks incredible too. Shushaka lamb meatballs. That's probably delicious as well. Dubai whoopie pie. Dubai chocolate-inspired whoopie pie made with pistachio cream, sandwiched between 2 dark chocolate cakes, rolled in Dino Dubai crunch topping of shredded phyllo, crushed pistachios, honey, and brown sugar. Fuck me. Chorizo croquettes. That would be unreal. Big fan of croquettes. Had a lot of croquettes when I was in the Netherlands. Honey brisket battered potatoes. Wow. Deep fried Australian battered potatoes topped with beef brisket smothered in nacho cheese and drizzled with hot honey. Fuck. Dude. Humong corn dog. That'd be good too, man. Shit, dude. Tacos de mole. That'd be delicious. Jamaican jerk loaded fries. Brother. Battered french fries topped with Jamaican jerk chicken, melted cheese, and green onions. Drizzled with a ranch jerk sauce. When pigs fly. Nice. A flight of pork sausages wrapped in puff pastry served on a stick. Varieties include chorizo sausage with chimichurri, Texas two-step sausage with sweet pepper coleslaw, or Oktoberfest sausage. Man. The fried and the furious Cubano drift. Oh my heavens. Piri piri bowl. Fried piri-piri hot chicken seasoned with African bird's eye chili peppers. That would light your asshole on fire. Garlic, lemon, and herbs combined with mini beef sambusas and fried sweet plantains. Handmade dumpling stuffed with cheeseburger blend made of beef, cheddar, pickle, and onion. Skewered on a stick and deep fried. Fuck my life, dude. Brandy old-fashioned cookie dough. I'd skip on that one. Apple donut ham grinder. First kiss apples from Pleasant Valley Orchard, sliced into rings, battered, deep fried, tossed in cinnamon sugar, stacked with sliced uncured ham, dressed in arugula. Oh my heavens, dude. Oh my heavens, dude. Elote, that'd be good too. Strawberry Crunch Mini Donuts. Dockside Poppers. Seasoned cream cheese, bacon, artichoke hearts, and jalapeno peppers combined. Fuck, dude. Pumpkin bar funnel cake. What's with your dill? Do you guys like dill or something up there in Minneapolis? Minnesota? The dill cookies? And then you had, what was the other thing? The dill fucking weird shit up here? Dill pie? Pickle pie? Get out of here, man. I like pickles, but like not that much. Two-Tone. Send that to Two-Tone Murph. Bloody Mary cocktail. Nice. New vendor. Dodo Pop. Japanese confections. Jive Turkey. What a name. Jesus. Jive Turkey Barbecue serves crack and cheese bowls, homemade macaroni and cheese, hickory smoked turkey barbecue, deep fried turkey cracklins, and signature sauce. What the fuck, dude? Oh, man. That was... I'm hungry. I'm hungry. That made me very hungry. I'm getting fat just reading this. Hell yeah, brother. America! Freedom fries and liberty shakes. Brother, listen, man. If there's one thing America does well and right, it's food. You will never go hungry being in the States, man. Unless you didn't have any money, but you would never go hungry. Cap, your hunger is out of bounds. What a menu review. Dude, that was... I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous, Cap, Minnesota, that you get to go to that every year and try some of those, dude. I feel like I would need to go every 3 days. Because if I went every day, I would just I'd be in a food coma. I'd probably throw up. Coming down for the state fair, I'll have no problem picking you up. Fiance might even have fun. True. True. Yeah, Five Guys Burgers and Fries is definitely on the top 5 as well. 383. I agree. I think for me, it would probably be In-N-Out, Shake Shack, Five Guys, Culver's, and then I don't know what's going to round out the top 10 or the top 5. Trying to think of like some other really good places we've been to. I've yet to try Freddy's. I've heard Freddy's is really good. I'll probably try Freddy's when I go to World Flight. This year's fair is sponsored by Pepto. No kidding, dude. Cane's is good, but it's not a burger. We're talking like strictly burger joints. Burger. Nah, Wendy's is not top 5 for sure. Freddy's suck respectively. Really, Bulbs? I've heard a lot of people that say Freddy's is really good, man. Michael, take care, man. Hope everything's okay, brother. We'll see you, brother. Freddy's is an 8 out of 10. Culver's. Really? Okay. If I went to the fair with you, could we get on the Ferris wheel together? I paid the operator to make sure we have extra time at the top. Sheesh. Number 1, In-N-Out. Number 2, Culver's. Number 3, Five Guys. Number 4, Shake Shack. Number 5, Freddy's. I think Freddy's is below Culver's, but still better than Whataburger. Whataburger is gross. Whataburger is glorified fucking Burger King. It literally tastes the same. Literally tastes the same. Of course, Declan. Yeah. A homemade burger, nothing's going to beat that. I agree with you. Kyber, my man, 10 months. Appreciate you, brother. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you for the support, Mr. Kyber. Very kind. Appreciate you, brother. I think you'll prefer Culver's. I do over Freddy's. Culver's was unreal, dude. The Culver's that I got with AJ when we landed in Minneapolis, that shit was so good, man. If I wasn't about to shit my pants, I might have gone back and got another burger. AirFK, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Look, AJ over here crop dusting the whole parking lot at Culver's. Never had a burger experience. Never had a bad burger experience at Culver's. Always amazing. Yeah. All this food chat. I need fish and chips. Ooh, fish and chips would be very nice. With a nice little curry sauce, Soaring Mank. White Castle sucks. Yeah, White Castle. I mean, listen, I wouldn't. White Castle definitely has its place. Me, that was you. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Ever been to a Japanese cuisine? Love Japanese food. Love. RFK, what's up, my man? 35 months. Dude, one more month till we're repping the 3 years. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Best fish and chips I ever had was when I was in Scotland. The best fish and chips that I've ever had was when I was East Coast Canada in Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick. There's a place called Shediac. Shediac, New Brunswick. It's right on the Atlantic Ocean. Very close to Prince Edward Island in Nova Scotia. That is by far the best seafood I've ever had was in Shediac. Their fried clams, fried mussels, fish and chips. Their coconut shrimp. Oh my heavens, dude. Everything handmade, fresh right from the ocean. Is this Microsoft 2024? It is, yes. I'm going to the Stretch Factory later today to re-up on materials. You better get something good. Soaring Mank. Listen, you know what's crazy, Soaring Mank? And I know this is going to sound wild, but in Canada, we don't have, like, curry is not a thing. Unless you're ordering Indian food or something like that, curry is not a thing in Canada. When I was in Providence last year, we went to an authentic Irish pub, and I ordered the fish and chips, and it came with a side of Irish curry, and I was blown away. I was blown away that I'd never tried this. Last year, dude. It was only last year that I ever tried the Irish curry. Man, oh man, oh man. What an experience, dude. What an experience. Delicious. Riley makes the best clams. Sheesh. I go for some steamed clams and some clam chowder. Clam chowder. Big old lobster roll. You have your toy. Good boy. That's your toy, Frankie? Nice puppy. There has been absolutely nothing but water on this flight. Nothing. We are getting close, though. How are we doing for spacing? Oh, spacing looks very good. Very good. All right, I like that. No complaints there. Great news. Now, what's the weather doing in Nadi? We got winds 160 at 5, so runway 20 is perfect. Few clouds at 3,000, scattered at 5. No significant change. Beauty. That's perfect weather. I'm surprised. Are you a sushi person? I don't mind sushi, but I never crave sushi. I never like sit at home and like, man, I'm going to go get some sushi. Nah, I don't. If it's there and it's available to eat, sure, I'll eat it. I'm not against it. But I don't think I've ever sat there like I crave like a burger sometimes, or fish and chips, or chicken wings. I've never craved sushi. Like, I got to go get sushi. Do we have the normal A330 for 2020? No. Densriv, this plane is only available in Microsoft 2024. Pudding, chips, and gravy. English food sounds so bland, but done right, it can hit the spot. There's something special about the fresh fries, Soaring Mank. Like the non-frozen French fries, like peeling a potato, slicing it, and cooking there's something special about anything that does that, man. Your streams make me hungry. You're not alone. You're not alone, sir. I'm also hungry now. I'm trying to think what I got for lunch. Actually, I know what I have. Okay, yeah, we're good. And then tonight I'm meal prepping. I'm gonna cook up some chicken thighs and some sauteed veggies, and I picked up some fresh garden salsa. Got some cilantro, got some cheese, got some sour cream. Gonna meal prep some fajitas. What happened to the Airsoft 330? Just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Yeah, because it's unflyable. It's unflyable. So until Tolis comes in and saves Aerosoft's bacon and makes the 330 flyable, yeah. Yo, P-Thibs, did you see... I don't know if we have the new subs. I think it was Bradley that showed me them last night. Firehouse has a bunch of, like, hot honey melts or something like that right now. They have a steak one and they have a chicken one. I don't know if we have them up here, but... Ice cream and ice pops for me, 33 degrees right now, and I have no aircon. Oh my goodness. How is that even possible, sir? You physically must be melting to your couch or chair or whatever you're sitting in. You just have fans, like, throughout the house? Smoky honey melts. That's the one. Have you seen those, P-Thibs? We have the steak and cheese melt. Still looking for the breakfast also. Huh. Look at Tampa weather. 230 at 7, 10 miles, scattered at 35, scattered at 25. Oh, you're fine. Well, 34 degrees. That's gross. Smokin' honey melts, P-Thibs. Hope something changes and Tolis works on the Airsoft 330, 900 Neo, and 340. The 340-600 is amazing. I'm pretty sure they will, Death Raven. I mean, it makes sense for both parties. What can Tolis do in X-Plane? They have the entire lineup. What could Tolis do in X-Plane? Nothing. So it only makes sense that Tolis helps Aerosoft. Sure, it's not a standalone Tolis product, so they're not taking all the money in, but Imagine how hard a proper, like a toeless 330 Neo, like you said, would hit. Man, that'd be big. We just run our fans, they just blow warm air and it's really hot, finally cooling down tomorrow in the UK down to 22. Ah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Little portable air cons, but they just blow the warm air around. The good thing is the calories just fall out. True. Just sweating your ass off all the time. And make sliders on the griddle tonight if it doesn't hit 100 degrees. Nice. Nice. I got a bunch of chicken thighs I got to barbecue up. I bought the family pack of chicken thighs. It's like fucking 30 chicken thighs in that bad boy. I'm going to season it up with some ranchero seasoning and some taco seasoning. They've stated that they are not part of the 330 Neo project with Aerosoft, unfortunately, but I'm really hoping that changes. Well, if they're not, then Aerosoft is completely screwed. That will never be a product. So, have you heard about the new airport in Montreal? Yes, I have. We need somebody to make it for us, King. We need a third-party developer to make that. We could fly in. How do you do the fajitas cap? Do you put cheese in it too? Yeah. So grilled chicken, either chicken thighs or chicken breast, both works great. Sour cream, fresh salsa, roasted peppers and onions, chicken, cheese, cilantro. Train bus soft. Yes, that's right. You know what's even better, Diamond Mike? I got this grilling basket. It's literally what it is. It's just a grilling basket. And you prepare everything on the barbecue in the grilling. So you put your veggies and your onions in the grilling basket and you put it on the barbecue. And you cook it alongside. You're making your your chicken, or whatever steak, whatever you're putting in your fajitas. Man, you get all that smoky flavor from the barbecue up into the veggies. It's just, woo-hoo. Yeah, P-Thibs, it looks good, man. I don't know if we have it up here. Honey melt. Looks good. Dash 8s and E295s IRL unless you want to take the Saab into there. No. No. Have to wait for the dash. We'll have to wait for our dash. I had, P-Thibs, when I went last week, I had the brisket hat trick. That was pretty good, dude. Smoked turkey breast, honey ham, and brisket. With barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese, lettuce, onion, tomato, mayo. It was pretty good. Well, Cap, happy Friday, everyone. The food talk is making me hungry. You are not alone, sir. You are not alone. I like food. Cap, do you think the default Microsoft 787 is good? No, it's not good at all. It's actually kind of terrible. My go-to is always the Smokehouse Cheddar Brisket. I don't think I've ever had that one by itself, P-Thibs. I like the brisket hat trick because it comes with a coleslaw on top, too. The spicy slaw, or whatever they call it. Well, this talk was making me hungry. I had a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Ooh, that sounds delicious. SWS Dash is going to be really good. I think people don't want a classic Dash 300, but SWS makes quality planes. Yeah, I've never flown any of their planes. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that, though, Shamrock. As long as it's got an FMC in it, we're good to go, brother. Do you plan to get a full wing flex setup in the future? They're already sending it to me, Umer. It should be here probably within the next week or two. They've sent me their entire lineup. So they've sent me their McDo, they've sent me the entire Airbus autopilot panel, as well as the stand for the autopilot panel, and they sent me their overhead panel with the overhead stand. So yes, I will be definitely using their products. I'm a big fan, man. Like I said, dude, I have the wing control autopilot panel, and I have the mini FCU autopilot panel. The wing flex stuff, it's not even in the same league. It's leagues above the quality from wing control and mini FCU. It's not. It's like going from like a Honda to a Mercedes, or a Honda to a Bentley. However you want to. Nothing wrong with either of them, but the quality is just through the roof, man. We have a whole cockpit set up for Airbus, but nothing for Boeing. I know. Listen, dude, I was kind of puzzled by Moza. If you really think about it, like, Moza putting out all this Airbus stuff after we have like 5 other people that are also all doing Airbus stuff. I think Moza missed a massive opportunity by not making like a mini Boeing autopilot panel or something like that. I can appreciate Moza, you know, investing more into flight sim, but I feel like it was such a missed opportunity and such a silly decision. That's just me. That's just me. At least the Moza doesn't have a really big price tag. You're correct. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not the best analogy, Yamasaki. Let's say it's like going from McDonald's to In-N-Out, or McDonald's to Culver's, you know what I mean? Like a massive increase in quality. I was being extremely sarcastic, however, I guess I'm talking about the side stick. Oh yeah, well the side stick's expensive as hell. I was talking about their autopilot panel and their FMC. I believe they're 200 USD, which is still more expensive than wing control. But the market is so saturated, man. I just don't know how in mid 2026 you can just be like people are literally sick of Airbus because there's just so much Airbus. I wasn't going to fly today, but you made me get the Jet 2 A330 out for a flight down to Mallorca. Hey, my man, hell yeah. Keep that PC cool, Soren Mank. Just throw some water on it or something, right? I think that's what they say to do. Please don't do that, I was joking. The Moza Airbus stuff is looking very good, especially for the price. It is, Yamasaki, but I said, man, like, hear me out, man. Almost everybody that, like, has wanted an autopilot panel or an Airbus panel already has one, dude. That's where I'm saying I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on that one. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm just saying the timing is terrible. Like, literally terrible. You have wing flex, you have wing control, you have, who else? You have Rosefire, there's so many like Airbus autopilot panels out there. It just seems like a very silly decision to focus all that time and energy developing something for the Airbus when you should have just done Boeing. You could have been the first one on the Boeing market at that price. Everybody would have bought one. You telling me you offer me a Boeing autopilot panel for $200? Done. Sold. Still trying to decide on rudder pedals. If I don't want to spend $600 on TPRs, what else is there? The Crosswinds, Orions? Yeah, both of those would probably be fine. Hello from the UK, Cap. How we doing? Aviator, good to see you, man. We're doing well, brother. We are on our way to Fiji. How much longer? Did you say 377 miles, I think it says over there. 50-something minutes. I think they're gambling with the fact that Phoenix Neos will drive sales for their stuff from people who haven't bought other stuff. Yeah, but Al, who hasn't? That's what I'm saying, though, Al. Like, these autopilot panels have been out for well over a year or two now. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know anybody that was, like, sitting on the fence, like, being like, no, I'm going to wait for Moza to release their autopilot panel. Like, no. I feel like 85% of the community has probably already bought the wing control stuff, right? At this point, you choose your ecosystems. If you have mostly wing control, then it would be stupid to mix it all up with different ecosystems. I agree with that, CSD. Yeah, I do agree. Maybe that's their target market, is people that have the AB6 or whatever it's called. I've never flown Airbus and I'm sick of Airbus. It's always just seemed like they're overhyped. It's not that it's overhyped. It's just we have so many options within the sim. You know what I mean? Too random and too late for Moza. I agree that it's too late. I just think it's too late. Does the FMC work for the 330? No, it does not. I use the TFPR pedals. They work great ever since I upgraded the tension spring. Nice. Very good, Jake. I've DIY'd it with a laser cutter. To me, the panels look significantly better than the available options. There you go, Aviator. Yeah. It's not overhyped. It's just superior. This guy, man. You better be careful. They're gonna take your American citizenship away from you saying those things. If it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. I feel like that's the most American statement I've probably ever heard. America? CSD. We're sending you back to the motherland. Revoked. Diamond Mike, 23 months. Dude, you are 1 month away, man, from repping the gold maple leaf in chat. Thank you, Diamond Mike. Appreciate you, brother. 23 months. Huge no floaties, my man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I would agree, Jake. There's a lot. There's a lot. Hooray! Hold on, we'll get a hooray. Hooray! FYI, Mr. Kyle, I installed the printer in the center pedestal. Now we can print out our own Davis's love notes. Sheesh. My man. My man. That'll be nice. That's going to be badass, dude. I'm glad you and Dan were able to get it working. That is nice. Very nice. Ryanair had a nasty incident. A passenger was partially sucked out of a broken window at 16,000 feet. Fortunately, they were wearing a seatbelt. There's another Southwest 1380 all over again. Damn. So, wait, Johan, somebody was in here earlier saying it was a cracked windshield. So it was a cracked window? Wasn't a windshield, it was a window. I guess that's why they tell you to wear your seatbelt at all times. Damn, that's scary, man. Hope they got a beverage. No, it's Ryanair. It was a window passenger window. Damn, that's crazy. You don't hear of that very often. I wonder what happened. Was it just like a stress fracture? That's wild. The guy lived, the wife pulled him back in. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Ah, the engine blade broke off and hit the window. Damn, that literally is like another Southwest incident. Holy shit. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's wild. Damn. The engine had an uncontained failure and threw shrapnel. Damn. That is crazy. Didn't have that on my bingo card for today. Final destination, that's what I'm saying, man. Hey, Cap, not a criticism, but is there any way you don't have a McDo or FCU in your sim setup, or do you prefer to use the mouse? Just asking, as I'm wondering whether it's worth getting them myself. Phil, I have McDo's and FCUs. They just don't always work in every airplane. So the FCU works for this airplane, but the McDo does not. But I have FCUs and McDo's. Yes, I do. Hey there, Captain Jeff with FS News, with Favi News. Wanted to reach out and get a comment to you about the voice and say intentions, even though you don't use say intentions yourself. Nice. Yeah, you know what, Jeff? Hear me out, man. I used it for about a month, and it just wasn't doing it for me, man. As somebody that, like, relies on community interaction, being able to fly on VATSIM, even if there's no ATC, was key for me. I know that there's the integration now. I know that you can use say intentions and VATSIM at the same time. I don't know. I just felt it was a little bit too much to fly on VATSIM, make my calls on Unicom or CTAF, and then have to make those same calls on say intentions. It just got a little bit too much. And having to set up multiple different keybinds, it was kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. I don't have anything against it. I actually tell people all the time, if you want to get into if you want to get into ATC and learn proper phraseology and that type of stuff before getting into VATSIM, before getting into IVAO, before getting on Pilot Edge, Say Intentions and Beyond ATC is... the amount of value that you get in that is, I don't know if it's measurable. Like, you can learn so much from it. But for somebody like myself that's been doing it for 10 plus years of VATSIM, and like I said, man, VATSIM is a big part of my show, right, Jeff? Like, I think you get that. You understand that. Like, being on VATSIM and having people fly with me and being recognized in the community where ATC, like, oh shit, Captain streaming, we're going to jump on and give ATC. Like, I'm very fortunate in that aspect. So I feel it's a little bit difficult to, like, go over to, you know, the AI ATCs and stuff like that. Have you tried MobiFlight for profiles for the McDo's and the MCPs? I've used it and it's super easy. Just download profiles from Flights Z. I haven't, Dords, actually. It's something I definitely could consider. I was looking at the wind control side stick. Does it have some force feedback? It looks nice. It does not have force feedback. It does have dampening, though. So... the new Moza Airbus McDo looks great value for the money. Did you have a chance to test these out at the expo? They were not at the expo, Phil. As far as I'm aware, Moza was at the expo, but I don't think they had any of their Airbus products out at the expo. Not that I saw anyways. I'll be honest with you, I didn't spend much time, but yeah. I guess AC owes YUL some funds for landscaping after yesterday's adventure. Looks like they missed turning off of 6 left. I heard about that, P-Thibs. Oh, well. Montreal just needs to build a whole new airport. You ever been to the regional gates, P-Thibs, in Montreal? What, brother, the terminal's literally from like 1960. It's abysmal. What I love about VATSIM is the authenticity of the controllers, and most of them live where they're controlling at. Yeah, true. Curious, do you sometimes find it difficult with all the flight suggestions, even in the Discord, also want to try and fly from their home airports or destinations all over the globe? Yeah. I mean, I try and find the even balance of, like, you know, doing flights that I'm interested in doing and also doing flights that the community suggests. So, you know, this is one of them. I didn't know what we were going to do today. And then somebody was like, oh man, you should take Fiji A330 from Auckland to Nadi. It's a real world flight. And I was like, that's perfect. Yes, we will do that. They opened a new airport for Porter. Yeah, the, I forget what it's called. But yes, they did. It's like their roads needs improvement. That's an understatement. That is an understatement, sir. If you've ever driven in Montreal, you know. On that note, did you see Ryanair's flight, the window blew out? Yeah, we're just speaking about that, Shamrock. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy, dude. Hey, Gab, how about Buenos Aires to Santiago passing over the Andes? That would be fun, Alberto, for sure. Maybe next time we're in the Airbus, the 320 family or something, we could do that. Who does that flight? Henry, what are you even doing right now? Henry's like twisted in the... Hold on, I'm gonna try and get a picture. Oh, fuck. He moved. Henry, what are you doing? He was like all twisted and like contorted. Camel, 27 months. Appreciate you, my man. Latam, okay. Huge no floaties to you, Mr. Camel. 27 months. Thank you, my friend. On your way up to 3 years as a member. Thank you, buddy. He got to use Rex Atmos? No, I do not. I have slight color correction on my capture card software. And I believe that's what's making it look the way that it does. Although, does it look no, I don't think it looks washed out. I did update my graphics driver last night, and usually when I do that, it screws with some stuff. Where's Mr. CST? CST was the man. He could always tell me if it was washed out or not. I don't know if it looks washed out. I don't think it does. Flown a plane last year. I'll be doing that. I'll be going anywhere. Slap next time I fly on Ryanair. And I like my pasta to remain inside the aircraft. Correct. Yes, please. I do not blame you, sir. Friend of mine told me, pardon me. Friend of mine told me to ditch Active Sky and go with Strata Weather. Honestly, man, I don't think you really need any weather program. The default weather, although it can do some wonky stuff sometimes, is still the most reasonable option in my opinion. Microsoft's weather SDK is locked, so whatever weather program you're using isn't probably ideal. I feel like when I suggested Norwich to UK, the Discord, it was a challenging one. A few people outside the UK know it, but Aviation Sim is going to stream it when he can. There you go. No, Marco, I already requested the time off. That was part of like my... I've already requested the time off for World Flight, so... I agree. For what I've seen, people mainly doing it just for the visuals, and then it can be done decreasing the sim exposure. Yes, correct. Booting up the sim, gonna do Cape Pitt, Boston, Miami. Nice, hell yeah, dude. It's a nice little sector. I wish we had a good Pittsburgh scenery, Jake. I really wish we did, man. Visuals are fine, but when you start modifying the actual weather and clouds, that's when you start putting a good trust outside programs to manipulate Microsoft weather. Yeah, exactly. New job, did I miss something? I guess you did, Al. I took a full-time community manager position within the flight sim industry. So, full-time community manager position within the flight sim industry, and I start the first week of August. Hello, Boeing fan. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good Friday, man. People in Pittsburgh wish they had decent scenery. It's an older airport, isn't it? The plans for tomorrow, we're doing Amsterdam, Montreal, KLM 330. Finally getting around to upgrading my PC and looked at RAM yesterday, and I haven't checked prices since pre-AI. I thought the listings was in rupees. Oh, brother, the prices are absurd, man. Absurd. Spend a week, 45 minutes from Pittsburgh, hoping to go back to, for work stuff soon. Nice, very cool, man. Very cool. Do they use the G's? I have no clue, Boeing fan. I don't know. Chad, how much longer do we think till Top of drop? Should we take a look? Oh. You haven't eaten your pancakes yet? Excuse me, sir. You should eat your pancakes. Perf, 104 miles till top of descent. 104 miles, chat. So, what is that time? Well, the time, we can't look at the time because the time's not actually accurate. I would say probably about 15 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes till we start our descent. I mean, it's not even... We've used enough Rolls-Royce now, Boeing fan, right? It's okay, man. We're not going to use both engine variants. We're using Rolls-Royce. We're using GEs. Are you placing Jane at Microsoft? Have to wait and see, my man. We don't know. We don't know. $64 gig, 6,000 speed is 500 euros. Yeah, that's expensive. That's almost 1,000 CAD. But hey, elbows up. That's right. Elbows up, baby. Living the dream up here in Canada, apparently. That's what the mainstream media wants you to think. We've never had it better. Or Canada's in the best spot it's ever been in. Yeah. Gas is up, groceries are up, rent is up. Everything's up, but we're living the best we've ever lived before, man. Nobody has any money. 3 million people in food banks every week. Never had it better. Never had it better over here. Pratt & Whitney's on the A330 would be sick. I don't think... Do they do that? I don't know. Does that mean less streams on the YouTube channel? Not really. They're definitely... The schedule will be affected to some degree, Phil, but I still plan on streaming at least 3 or 4 days a week. So, yeah. I mean, obviously full-time position, so I'm going to kind of go away from a full-time content creator to a full-time community manager position, but I am keeping YouTube. I've been very adamant, and the company that I'm going to be working for is very adamant as well. They want to support my streaming. They believe in the streaming side of things as well, so I will be streaming as well. So although it may change a little bit, yeah. Or your media is straight up paid for by you, the taxpayer. Correct. Well, it's actually paid by the liberal government gives them the money, AJ. But yes, you are correct that we are the ones paying it. Yes. Yes. We don't have them in the sim, but there are A330s with Pratt & Whitneys in real life. Interesting. Huh. What are you doing? What are you doing? You little silly boy. Chat, what do we rate this livery? It's pretty clean. It's a great looking livery. Pretty clean. What do we rate it? I'm giving it a solid 8. 8 or 8.5 out of 10. That's my rating on the livery. 8, 8.5. It's solid, pardon me. It's clean, it's simple. I love the design on the tail. It's quite nice to look at. 6 out of 10. Oh boy. 6 out of 10. I think it deserves more than a 6. 6.7. I see what you did there. 6, 7, 6, 7. See what you did there, Mr. Jeff. Same here in the UK, but it seems like everywhere else now. COVID, the war in Ukraine, and now the war in Iran has definitely not helped. Canada seems proper expensive, though. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Like you said, maybe not as expensive as some other places, but it's quite bad. The price of Henry's dog food went up. $5 a bag. It's been the same price forever. Shit, I mean, I had Daisy on the same food. It's been the same price forever. That's how you know it's getting bad, when dog food prices are going up. Okay, I'll upgrade it to a 6.5. Okay. In Ireland, we have a news that is owned by the state. According to them, most pressing issue is the climate change, and we are all at fault. Meanwhile, they dropped $53 million on its Falcon 6X. Sounds like we're living in the same reality, Mr. Shamrock. Like I said, man, the media over here just keeps telling us how good we've had it. We've never had it better. We're living in the greatest time of Canada. Yeah. Well, we don't have a trade deal with the U.S. Everything's going to shit. But apparently we're good, man. We're good. We're good, dude. Everything's more expensive. People are making less money. Mortgages are going up. Car payments are going up. Gas is more expensive. Insurance is more expensive. Food is more expensive. Everything is more expensive, but we've never had it better. We're just handing money out like it's candy. You want 900 million? Sure, we'll give you 900 million USD. You know what? That's been the biggest thing, actually, and I've really... I know we don't talk political, so I'm going to keep this very short. The Canadian media has recently gotten in trouble up here because we recently gave another country $900 million. But the way that they stated it is we gave them 900 million US dollars. And everybody's in a kerfluffle because they're like, why are they putting this in USD? Because when you do the conversion, it equals 1.4 billion Canadian dollars. And they don't want to say that. They don't want to drop the word with a B. They don't want it to be a B. So all the Canadian, they're saying they've never once ever, we're in Canada. We don't, unless we're dealing directly with the U.S., they don't put U.S. prices. You don't give another country aid and funding 900 million US dollars from a Canadian. So the media is being, I hope and I think people are starting to wake up and realize just how silly things have begotten. Just be honest, man. We gave them 1.4 billion Canadian dollars. Why are we giving another country US dollars when we're from Canada? It's our money, Canadian dollars. It's crazy, man. Some people have never had it better, but they're either in the government or not Canadian. Correct. Good sir. 50 miles till top of drop. Very nice. All right, we can open these up now. That sun is not so blasting through the screen. No, it definitely looks like the capture card didn't reset because everything looks quite nice and rich. All right, we're going to stay inside now for a little bit, chat, just because our top of descent's coming up here in about the next 5 minutes. Exactly, Clay. Exactly. Serious question, Cap. In your opinion, do you think things will get worse? Yes. Until something and I don't say this lightly, but until something happens, until there's some type of like uprising by the actual people that live in this country, and you know what I mean? Don't get handouts and like actually have to work 9 to 5 and don't have any money to pay their bills. There will be some type of uprising. It's only a matter of time. It really is only a matter of time, man. Something will happen. When were things last good in Canada? I would say probably about 10 years ago. The last decade has been a very serious decline. A very, very, very serious decline. And it's because of the government that we have voted in. Right now in
Well,
Canada,
hello,
we
buddy.
have basically two governments fighting for it. And one government they're very different in one another. And it's, I feel like it's an unfortunate thing up here. I feel like a lot of the people are just like brainwashed. Maybe not brainwashed, that's not the right word, but they just rely too heavily on government-funded news to actually see what's going on in the world. People don't travel anymore. They don't have any money. People don't travel anymore. People don't actually go to the US to see how great the US is or how great Europe is. People don't travel anymore. Everybody sits at home and they watch their state-funded television and they Trump bad man Trump. Any politician that support bad man Trump, he's bad man too. Bad man. Bad man Trump equals bad man. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. Uprising, don't your presidents freeze bank accounts of protesting truckers? Politics is a fun way to eat up your pancakes? Yep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's the exact same with the US too, just a matter of time. Yep. Exactly the same here in the UK. Well, there you go. And the media's scared to hear that USA, bad USA, ICE gets you. Correct. Yep. Hey, Jay, thank you for the 2 bones, man. Appreciate you, man. Says, hey, take your No Kings protest, morons, please. You're still floaties to you, AJ. Thank you, brother. Yeah, we're living in it. Listen, dude, I know all around the world. I know I can only speak about Canada because I live in Canada. I know everywhere in the world right now is kind of, we're going through some shit. I think it's unfortunate. I think things will get worse before they get better, but I do have faith that the right people will become in power eventually and the right things can happen. It's a shame. It really truly is a shame that things are the way that they are. I mean, I spoke about this before going to Minneapolis. There was a lot of people that reached out to me. I'm not going to name any names. There was a lot of people that reached out to me that they were concerned about traveling to the U.S. They were concerned about traveling from different countries into the U.S., especially to Minneapolis. Would they get picked up by ICE? Is there a possibility that something could happen? Could they get held at the border for this, for that? There's a lot of people concerned, and all of it's literally all through like propaganda, and it's all just fear tactics that all these news stations and all this shit is doing. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to me to not live your life. Be concerned about what some news station tells you to think. That's also part of the problem. We're category C aircraft 330. I feel like critical thinking and like one's own thinking has gone out the window a lot recently. I feel like people don't want to think for themselves. It's just easier to think what the television tells them to think or the news article tells them to think, and then that's how they go about their day and their business. It's I don't know when this happened. I really don't. But critical thinking seems to have gone out the window. Traveling in Europe from the UK is a pain at the moment with the entry and exit biometric system. Yeah, Declan, actually, you know what, man? I traveled to the Netherlands right before they were introducing that. So I was lucky enough to go through the Netherlands and not have to do the biometric stuff. But honestly, they've been doing the biometric stuff up here for quite a while now. Like when I was flying home from Minneapolis, it was all biometric. Like there was a gate agent at the gate, but like I went up to the thing and like the thing scanned my face and then she was just like, have a great flight, Kyle. Like I didn't have to hand her anything. I didn't give her a boarding pass. I didn't give her my passport. It was nothing. So I don't know. We live in a, we live in a weird time. I agree with Nabil though. I don't think the biometrics is an issue because I've been dealing with biometrics for quite a while now. I also have my global entry, so when I travel, they already know who I am and all that stuff. Like they have my whatever security clearance stuff, but I've never had any problems with the biometrics and shit. Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. Above 4,500. So, I've never done I'm going to go 5,000 feet, chat. I have never done an RNAV approach in this airplane. So, we are going to hope that everything goes well. AJ, my man, 3 bones.
hello,
Appreciate you,
buddy.
brother. Thank
At
you, man.
A.J. Honorary donated $3. Worship electric 4K God. Safe and effective 6 feet.
This guy, man. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate you, brother. On my trip, they just did a picture of my face at TSA and then gave me my ID. Didn't even have to give my boarding pass. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Problem is, though, it caused massive queues and caused people... yeah, I mean, the initial... I feel like a lot of that has to do with the people, like, working at the airport, Declan, right? I feel like that's probably more of a thing. People just getting used to the new systems and stuff like that. The biometrics in itself are actually quite quick. You go, you stand in front of the thing, it takes your picture, it analyzes it, and you're good to go. So I don't think the whole biometric thing is going to be a problem. Might disagree with me, but look how much is online now. No more cash or physical passports or driving licenses. They can be a push of a button erase, and maybe I'm just adjusting the change. Wait, what do you mean? Sorry. Look at how much is online now. No more cash or physical passports or driving license. They can push a button and erase you. Well, I feel like that's always been a thing, Shamrock, if it really wanted to happen. I don't think that's anything new. How realistic is this aircraft? Is it Phoenix level? How realistic? That just depends. I mean, for a default airplane, I think it's amazingly realistic. Now, do you want to compare it to, like, let's say the iniBuild? Let's keep it iniBuild. So let's keep it, let's say, how is this compared to the iniBuilds 350? Well, I don't think it's as quite feature rich as like the 350 or a third-party add-on. A separate third-party add-on is a very specific aircraft that has, it's usually spent years of development. I'm not saying this airplane didn't take years of development. It probably did. Do I class this in the same class as the 350? No. I think the 350 and other third-party software and airplanes are probably a little bit better. But as far as a free airplane goes, this is damn good. I mean, this airplane is better than, I would say, half the third-party content available. Like, to me, this airplane is better than the Aerosoft CRJ. It's better than the FSSE jets. It's better than all the Latin VFR products. It's better than all the Captain Sim, the Bredoc, the whatever. It's definitely much higher fidelity than all of those airplanes that I just mentioned. They even have touchless ID at TSA. I'm sure Canada has something similar. Touchless ID? Is that just where you go and stand in front of the thing and they take your picture? Or is that the biometric stuff? I don't know. In my experience, you can scan passport, it takes the picture. It was mostly EasyJet and Ryanair. Mind you, though, TUI and Jet2 are more protected and they offer will wait. Interesting. Latin VFR sucks, to be honest. I mean, they're getting better. They're definitely trying to get better and to save face, save their brand name. They're definitely trying. But when you've got the likes of Phoenix and, and iniBuilds and PMDG, yeah, they're not very good. Can't remember, did you decide to do a pre-release stream if available next week? Are you for sure leaving? Well, I can't stay, Davis. I'm not, no, that was, no. I can't stay. I can't tell Allie we're not going to the cottage. We already have a farm sitter, so there's a girl that comes and stays at the farm who does all of the tasks and stuff, and we have to pay her. So all of this is already taken care of. So no, I will not be home next weekend. I leave Friday afternoon. I'll be gone Friday afternoon, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday. I don't know, David. You'll have to come up to the farm and see. It's a good friend of Allie's, so I'm not at liberty to say those things. We need an Embraer E2. That would be really cool. I would like to see a competent company come up and make an E2. I have a funny feeling that FSS, after they put out version 1.0 of the Embraer series, that they're probably also going to try and work on an E2, but God knows how long that's going to take. Now, Phil, you know, usually we don't talk politics, man, on the channel. We got into a little bit of a discussion earlier, but yeah, just, you know, if you can, man, usually we avoid political talk. Because we're not here to upset everybody. Everybody has different political takes, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. But for the sake of the stream and kind of just allowing ourselves to, you know, escape the reality, that's what flight sim's about, right? A little bit. I feel like most of the time, jumping in your flight sim, you kind of forget about all the problems. You forget about all the bullshit that's going on in the world. You kind of just focus on your flight sim. Flying from point A to point B, enjoying it, the views, the weather. So that's usually what we try and do. Do you plan on picking up the Bluebird 7.5? Absolutely. Yes, I'm actually on the beta team for it, Wargle. I'm on the later beta team, so I don't have the airplane now. I know the airplane is in an early beta access right now. I don't have the airplane right now, but I am supposed to get it early, and I am supposed to be able to stream it for you guys. There's going to be some pre-release streams building up to the release. So yes. Hello, Sybil. Good to see you if I didn't say so. Sorry. For me, the snippets of the A220 are artificially hyped. We have to wait for a showcase, and what then? Continue waiting? I really would appreciate iniBuilds would just release this bird. So remember, Swiss, it's not iniBuilds. iniBuilds is just the publisher. You have to remember that, man. iniBuilds is just publishing the aircraft because iniBuilds has an established platform. The developer is Synaptic. They're their own team. They're their own group of people. They're the ones calling the shots and deciding how things are being done. So I can't stress that enough. I've seen a lot of people, like, you know, hating on iniBuilds for this. iniBuilds is the publisher. iniBuilds has no clue on, hey, you have to release the airplane right now. That's not on iniBuilds. They're not the ones that make that call or make that shot. That all of this is completely on Synaptic. So, while I understand the community gets frustrated when certain things like this happen, this is the reality of where we're at when it comes to flight sim. There's no marketing for flight sim, right? This is the marketing that you're seeing. The marketing that you're seeing is, instead of advertising, this is their advertising, is essentially what I'm trying to say. So I get that it can be frustrating, but at the same point, you got to let the company just do what they're going to do, man. It's their first product release. I'm sure they're equally as excited and anticipated to release the product to everybody, but I feel like they're doing a good job at managing their due diligence. They're doing a good job at showcasing the product. They're doing a good job at making sure everybody understands exactly what they're getting into and how things are going to work. And you have to have patience, dude. I know it sucks. Trust me. I know, man. I know. I've been through this so many times. I've been flight simming seriously for probably like 12 years now. The amount of releases and pre-releases and build up to releases that I've been through over the years is immense. I know it sucks, man, but complaining about it, bitching and moaning about it isn't going to do anything but get you more worked up and get you more upset. And then the community is going to feed off that. Just listen, man, it's going to come out when it's going to come out. Whether you're bitching about it, I'm bitching about it, everybody's bitching about it, it's not going to change anything. The product's going to release when it's ready and when the developer feels like it's ready to go. And until then, we could just get excited, man, you know? Just be excited that we have something new. We have something cool coming. That's what I also don't understand is people are so hyped and so excited, and then they have to wait, and then that hype and excitement turns into angst and getting negative. Just gotta chill it out, man. Just chill it out, brother. We have so many airplanes to fly. We have so many airplanes to fly in the sim right now. So many great airplanes to fly. It's not like we're just sitting here with 1 or 2 airplanes to fly and we're dying to fly something new. We've got about 10 or 15 solid airplanes that you can cycle through in this sim. I get it, brother. It sucks. I know, man. I know. It's going to be worth the wait, though, dude. It's going to be worth the wait. It was the same during COVID. The streams took our mind away from it a bit. Exactly. Yeah. Being a flight sim streamer since '98, it's so good to see flight sim where it's at today, especially the new hardware that is available. Yeah, it's crazy, Phil. It's absolutely insane. I mean, Phil, even like 5 or 6 years ago, somebody would have said you would have been able to build an Airbus cockpit on your desk for less than $1,000. You would laugh. Yeah, man. No, we don't want to wait. No, we don't want what we have. We want what we don't have. A330 premium when? Yeah, fuck. I'm telling you right now, if you're new to the flight sim, or this is, you know, you only got into flight sim a couple years ago because of Microsoft Flight Simulator coming back into the market, trust me, this is normal. It's just something that you're gonna have to get used to. Again, you have to remember these companies don't have any type of, like, it's not like they're like a Grand Theft Auto or a Madden football game where they spend millions of dollars promoting it for 6 months before the release and building up all the hype. This is how these developers build up the hype, right? That's why you see preview streams. That's why you see developer streams. That's their build-up. That's their anticipation to the aircraft. I think it's just a lot of people are new to the hobby as well, and they don't quite understand how the process and the system works, but... What's our altitude? 18,500. What's the transition altitude into this airport? It is 11,000 feet. Beautiful. And we're looking for 1015. 1015. It's gonna be, I'm pretty anxious to see how this thing's going to fly the RNAV. I still remember when people have been going crazy about the PMGG 737NG for 2024. I mean, people were legitimately upset, man. That was not a good look. People were very upset about that whole situation. Madden build up the hype, and then when the game releases it falls flat on its face. Correct. Every year. Same as the NHL. I think it's what people are like. Something release, you wonder when the next release will be. The 7.5 will release people, and then they'll want the 7.6. Of course. Yes. We're, I feel like as a society, we're very much like a instant gratification, right? So, like, they see Synaptic put out a trailer for the A220, and they're like, I have to have it, and I have to have it right now. And if I can't have it right now, then fuck you. I'm upset. I feel like that's kind of the mentality of not a lot of people, but I feel like a good chunk of the community has kind of that, like, angst to it. Like, if I can't have it now, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I feel like a lot of people are at. That's where I just, again, patience is key, man. Patience will be your best friend. That's why I always say, don't get too excited. When you see these preview streams, don't get too excited. It's okay to get excited. It's okay to be like, oh, you know, great, an A220 is coming to the sim. But until you start seeing content creators, or you actually start seeing content, that's when you start building up your excitement. Start getting excited when your favorite streamer or your favorite content creator is flying an airplane. That's when you get excited, because then you know that it's real, you know that it's quality, and you know that it's coming soon. Until then, you got to take all that emotion, you got to put it in a little box, keep it safe, keep it ready to just explode. Hooray! Yep, and they're kids. They don't say shit when they're talking to iniBuilds Synaptic to their face at the expo. Correct. Yeah. Some people wonder why PMGG keep the progress quiet. The minute you get a small bit of everything, everything goes to shit. Like Vector put a preview and everything's going insane over their nose wheel. Yep. You're correct, Shamrock. Yeah. Being sorely uneducated of how airplanes are developed for the sim. Correct. That's another big one, Jeff. I feel like that's a big thing. I think that's a major issue as well. People just don't understand how much work goes into these products. Until you actually see people doing stuff, the 220
Average
assume
Beaver
won't be released
donated
tomorrow.
$3 Canadian dollars.
Beaver.
People are so impatient for flight sim. I've been waiting to walk for many, many years and they can't wait these development times.
Jesus Christ, Beaver. Oh my God. Huge no floaties to you, Mr. Beaver. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. This guy, dude. Thank you, Beaver. Check Discord. Problem solved. Uh-oh. Where am I looking in Discord? Jesus, dude. Nice. Hell yeah. Schler, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. 11,000 feet. We said 10:15 on the Q&H. 10:15, 11,000 feet. We're approaching 11,000. We're good now. I don't think there's any ATC online. No ATC online. There's no CTAF either, so we're just going to be on 1228. So that's all fine. Speed's good. Should be slowing down here momentarily. I can see the little thing in front of us. PMDG 73 Max? Yeah. I thought you don't check Discord during stream. Sometimes I do. I just don't play any videos or look at pictures and stuff. Hey everyone, new subscriber, first time viewer. Heat my shorts. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. How old is your YouTube account? Do you know off the top of your head? That's a 15-year-old YouTube account. My man. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see somebody coming in here saying that and they don't have a 36-minute-old YouTube account and they're here to troll. Welcome aboard, my friend. Hope you have a great time, brother. Have any questions, comments, concerns? We're all here. Excited staying in the Oregon coast for the weekend. Small getaway trip should be fun. Ooh, nice. Enjoy, man. Hopefully some nice weather. Hang on, gotta empty my reservoir. Oh, dude. We should send that over. I remember when 2020 released, used it for eye candy and carried on using X-Plane for the payware add-ons until they started releasing on Microsoft. Correct? I personally feel like I did things exactly how I should be. Wow. Thank you very much, Love Simon. Always looking to expand my knowledge in the community. Well, welcome aboard, man. We have a pretty amazing community over here, dude. Just don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun, laugh at me, laugh at others, and I feel like you'll have a great time, man. I feel like you will have a great time. Sent a picture of the 747 you mentioned to me. Yes, that's the one I went into. That is the exact one I went into, Boeing fan. Thrustmaster hosted an event. They rented out the entire plane, and they had a bunch of snacks and people walking around with drinks, and they had all the Thrustmaster products. It was really cool. Really, really, really cool. Thrustmaster had an after party after FS Expo in Houston inside the airplane. It was badass. It was a very, very cool experience. We'll never forget it. Bill, what's up, man? Yeah, it's very cool, Boeing fan. There's so much knowledge. It's inside. It's filled with pictures and little like briefings and all kinds of cool stuff that they've like salvaged from missions and stuff. It's really, really, really cool, man. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Hello. I know, I'm almost done. Can you go to your bed? Yeah. You go to your bed, you be good boy? Go to your bed, be good boy. Go to your bed. Almost done. Yep, almost done, Henry. Almost landing time. All right, music is coming to an end. Let's get our sim sounds back up here, chat. It's time to focus. Time to make our money. Right, chat? This is where it all matters. We're all set up for the RNAV. I'm going to take us down to... where are we going? Wasn't as big as the X-Plane rave. Sheesh. 2,000 feet at NIREV. All right, chat, has anybody flown an RNAV approach in this airplane? I probably should have tested this last night, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about this. I probably should have tested this to see how well it flew the RNAV. Flightbeam and Fly Tampa take forever to get anything out or updated. Yes, they're very small teams, Mitchell. Very small teams. It's not like, you know, they're tiny, dude, tiny. It's literally like a couple people that do it evenings and weekends. That's kind of the problem. RNAVs in the 330 are so much fun. All right, cool. It's good? Perfect. It's good. All right, next waypoint. Motki, we need to be 230 knots. How are we doing separation-wise? Is everybody still... I mean, these guys should be landing or just about landed. Oh, okay, yeah, he's on the ground. He's good. And then this guy's on, like, short final. Okay, perfect. So we're looking good. We can keep our speed up. We just need to make sure we hit 230 at Mach T. Looks like a pretty bright turn. Yeah, it's badass. This is like a very cool approach. It's a very well-known approach. The reason why is because of the terrain all around the airport, essentially. So you have to hit your restrictions quite... they're quite enforced on your restrictions, as you can see here. Like mandatory 1,000 feet, mandatory 2,000 feet, mandatory 540 feet. Quite neat. Let me see where the airplane parked. All right. I know where we parked. That's good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 230 knots on my speed, and then I'm going to activate approach mode. So we've got all that set up. VAP's only 100. It still amazes me that this airplane lands at 126 knots. Absolutely bananas. Uh-oh. Why are you not descending further? There's a restriction at 4,500. But the path... okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't do anything wonky on us. Do I arm approach? Okay. Descent final approach nav. Okay, we've got our V deviation alive. That's perfect. Okay, alright. This is Microsoft 2024, yes. Yes, it is. Fiji. Fiji. A little cloudy. Are we truly admiring the iconic 7.4 from the outside as well? Of course. Lots of pictures. Feels like Vegas approach, but tighter. Which one? The RNAV? 1.9? Some fun approaches as well. Backwards Fiji, yes. Limitations to the paint kit. Alright, 210 on the speed. I want to get this a little bit slower because I have a funny feeling it's going to attempt to dive bomb down. I'm going to see. I've got 2,000 plugged in. I'm going to go... It's a little bit early for flaps. We're still like 8 miles out. 210 is good. We're above clean speed. Henry, can you go to your bed, buddy? Go to your bed. I'll take you in a minute, man. I know. Lay down. We'll go soon, buddy. Still Flight 2020. Almost got all the achievements, and then I'll move over to the newer Microsoft. Nice. Very cool, man. All right. Does terrain radar work? I believe it works too, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Perfect. With the default 330 and 320s, the RNAV takes a second. I could never get the VDEV on the first try. Are you talking to a dog? Yes. His name is Henry. That's Henry. I can't look at the ORD previews because I don't have a damn X account. Wait, really? They posted them on their Discord, Tom. iniBuilds posted them on the Discord. So if you're in the iniBuilds Discord, you can look at all the pictures. Look. There's one. Ooh. Fancy. Looks really nice, actually. It's no dog, that's the co-pilot. True. Oh, yeah. So it didn't go through our... Oh. Okay. I don't know what's going on. The V deviation has... We have this restriction at 4,500 feet, but the deviation... Okay, now it seems to be going down. I'm wondering if this is going to capture. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm going to go flap 1. I'm going to dial my speed back just in case this thing tries to dive bomb. I'm nervous. The best FO, that's right. He was trained by the best as well. Trained by FO Daisy. Trained by the best. All right, airplane. Are we going to get back on track? It says we're going to get back on track right here. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to let it do its thing. Kind of see how this goes. It captures at the lowest possible altitude. It's a little frustrating. Okay. Maybe that's what it is then. Maybe that's why. So I'm going to bug up 1,000 then, just in case it does any weird stuff. Zach, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Arnav in the iniBuilds is a little sus, I recall. Fingers crossed. We can always take it manually. We can always take it manually. We don't have to rely on the autopilot, right, chat? If the autopilot's going to be a little bit finicky and funky, that's fine. It looks like it makes sense to what somebody just said about it, how it captures at the lowest point, because it's still meeting all the restrictions. It's still meeting 3350 at FN 664. Then we've got 2000 at near rev. So let's see when we pass this waypoint if it'll continue to descend, which I think it will. Okay, so it just switched over. Descent, approach nav. It should keep descending. We should hit 2000 at near rev, so it's fine. It's just not doing like your typical path all the way down, if you will. It's still picking up the restrictions. Hopefully it doesn't yeet us into the side of this mountain, and we should be good to go, chat. Should be good to go. Look at it down there. Quite nice. Fiji. Sweet hat, I'm Canadian myself. Kamloops. Hey, my man. Very cool. I love BC, dude. Probably my first or second favorite province. Maybe set your altitude to 1,000 or even 500. Well, I've got it at 1,000. We should be spat out. 1,000 feet has us at FN 81, which is right here, just as we're making our turn. If we don't capture by there, I will manually control the airplane and get it ready to go. We are going to go gear down. I'm going to bring my speed to 180 knots. Bring that all the way down. Very good. We'll get our lights on. Oh, not you. Okay, sure. I'll do it you, and then I'll get you on. Perfect. Speed brake is armed. I haven't had to use that. That's good. We'll go flaps 2. And then we'll dial back our speed to 170. Very good. It's doing a good job. It met the restriction 2,000 perfectly. It's continuing its descent to 1,000 feet. It's doing everything that it should be doing right now. I'm not concerned about that. I am going to set up final approach speed now. Very good. We can go speed check flaps 3. Give you a nice little wing view of that. God, this looks beautiful out here, man. Look at this. Got the runway out there in front of us. All right, I'm going to throw my control cam on. We're going to start the replay. I'm going to set flaps full. Very good. We will start the replay so we can watch the recording from here. I am going to turn the sounds up for us. Very good. And I think what I'm going to do, now we're on the VDEV, so I'm going to take control of the airplane. Perfect. And our V deviation is alive, so I'm going to follow that. And our path, of course. And we should spit ourselves out here onto final. There's final. There's runway 20. We're 2 white, 2 red. We're bang on track. The airplane did everything we could ask it to do. Beautiful day here in Nadi as well. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know if I've ever flown a big approach like this in a heavy Airbus before. Beautiful lineup. We're a little bit low. We'll bring the nose up slightly. There we go. Back on track. A little bit of wind from the left side, but nothing crazy. Couple knots. Nadi traffic, Fiji, 418 short final, 20 Nadi. Continue landing. Beautiful. Nose down gently. Reversers out. Decelerating. Couldn't have been better, chat. That was a beauty. That was a beauty. 70 knots. Reversers idle and stowed. Auto brake can kick off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Nadi. Very nice, very nice. We like those approaches, chat. 160 foot per minute, right in the touchdown zone. Chef's kiss, my friends. Chef's kiss. Is there really not... There's no back... You have to back taxi on this runway? Holy shit. How did these guys get off in time? We got to go all the way to the end and all the way back. I thought for sure there was a turn-off taxiway. Holy. When it doesn't insult you, you nailed it. You don't have call-outs? You don't have call-outs on what? This airplane? That's weird. Alright, well, I'm going to keep my speed up. We'll turn it around down here. You just spin... I was thinking about... I think the airplane's too big for that. I don't think I can spin this thing.
At AyDoc J, Honorary donated $3. Naughty Nadine in Nadi.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. AJ. Appreciate you, brother. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Alright, turn this sucker around. Thankfully, we were the last ones in, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think we have to worry about any of that. Ground spoilers, flaps can go in. Good. I'm going to spin this sucker all the way around. Man, just stunning scenery here. I think this is only the second time we've ever flown into this airport, chat. Handbrake turn. Nice. Now, if you're going slow enough, you can turn this thing on like a dime, but I don't think the runway is wide enough for us to fully get it cranked around. It might have been. I don't think so, though. It's okay. We'll just haul ass back. We'll just haul ass back to the other end of the runway. Look at that view out there. God, that's beautiful, man. Get our terrain radar off. Let's get the APU master start switch on. Good. We'll haul ass all the way down to the end. So we got to go... We're parking here at 2 Lima is where we're parking. Now, I feel like we should probably vacate on this runway and then go that way. Is there anybody else coming in? There's nobody else. Okay, we might be okay then. There's nobody on final. There's no other issues. Maybe we'll just take it all the way down to the end. Airspeed alive. Yeah, maybe we'll just fly it to the other end of the runway. Oh, man. 2024 does seem to look a lot nicer than 2020. It definitely is. It definitely is, man. The textures, the terrain, the airports. Yes, I do feel like it's quite a bit better. Hello. Okay, come here then. If you're going to be like that, come say hi to chat. Come on. Come on up. Come say hi. Come on. Yep. There you go, boy. Go say hi to your chat. I know. Say hi to chat. Say hi, chat. My name is Friday Henry. Boy? It's a good boy. I know. Goodest first officer. Oh. What are you trying to do? What do you want? Okay. Thanks for coming. My phone's ringing. Hold on.
Charge is a $400 through eBay, and the second charge is $1,300 through international gift card money transfer. We believe it's a suspicious and unauthorized charge. Because you have never used any gift card services in the past through your credit card. To allow these charges, press 1. To cancel these charges, press 2.
Holy fuck, dude. Never gets old. never gets old, man. Never gets old. All right, we're going to take this runway. And this way we can do a nice little tour of the scenery as well. Vacate here. Very good. Sorry, Cap, that was me. Business expense, I promise. Did you buy a $1,300 gift card without my knowledge? Are we rotating off this runway? No, sir. We're going to the terminal. We're almost there. Don't worry. We're almost there. We need to go GSX, select from map. And we want to go up yonder. I hate how it does that. We want this one. Select you. No. Perfect. And then we're vacating to the left. Sorry, they promised happy ending in the massage. I promise it's my fault. Cap, good question. What are your sensitivities for the 330? I run a pretty aggressive sensitivity curve on this, on my Thrustmaster TCA. I'll put it over here for you. Negative 0.5 on both axes, and then a 0.04 dead zone, and then a 0.09 extreme dead zone. So the extreme dead zone takes it from the top, not here in the middle. That's how I'm running the pitch curve. And then the roll axis is just normal. That one doesn't have anything special set to it. All right, let's stop our replay. So we have that to watch back. We can spool up the APU. That's ready to go by the time we get to the gate. Very good. Welcome to Fiji, friends. Look at this scenery. Stunning scenery, by the way. This is iniBuilds Nadi. For those of you that weren't aware, exclamation point scenery in chat to have a look. Is that a... That's a 330, okay. Doesn't Fiji have like 777s? Or do they just do... No, maybe they've got a 350. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. There is a 350 parked right there. Look at that. Sheesh. That looks good. Look at that bad boy. Hell yeah. Safety first. That's right, Chad. Safety first. So they promised... sorry, I got that one. Nabil says 350s. Got you. I don't know why I thought they had 777s. They don't have 777s. They also have the wrong baggage handlers here, I'm noticing. All right, into the ramp. Taxi light. Oh, I guess I should turn all my lights off. There we go. APU bleed system can go on. Very good. This is our park. Oh, no, wait. Shit, this isn't our parking. That's why. They do have the correct ones. Our parking's over here. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Wait, is that... No. Yeah, this is my parking. Don't listen to me. Aren't they all Airbus? They might be all Airbus. Yeah, I don't know. No, they have some Max 8s too, because they use Max 8s on this leg all the time. They split this one between the 330 and the Max 8. They definitely have some Max 8s. I think last time we flew this, we were in the Max 8. I think, but we did a... Nah, maybe not actually, because last time we flew here, we did Sydney. We did Sydney to Nadi. Alright, now they have a tendency to take us a little bit too far on these, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. Bring this here. And go forward, and go right about there. I'm sure we get a 10 out of 10 parking. Perfect. Yeah, see, he wants us to keep going forward. No. Park brake, set. Beautiful. Upstairs, APU and APU bleed is online. Engine number 1 is off, engine number 2 is off. Listen to the spool down. Quite nice. Quite nice if I do say so myself. Upstairs, beacon light is off. Seatbelt, apparently the seatbelt signs were already off. Perfect. Fuel pumps can go off. Very good. Cap and purrs, crew supply, good. And the rest of that looks fine and dandy. We go to GSX. We request deboarding. Very good. Very good. Awesome flight. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it, man. Glad you enjoyed it, dude. This was a good one. It's kind of rare. We don't get to fly. I don't fly out here very often. So when somebody had this suggestion yesterday. Oh, sorry. That's going to be loud. When somebody had this suggestion yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump all over that. That's a perfect Friday stream. A nice little... how are they going to get the people off the airplane? There's no thing. Is this it right here? Or is that part of the scenery? That almost looks like it's part of the scenery. Waiting for your actions. Deboarding passengers now. But how are you doing that? Jet bridge not close enough to any door. Using stairs instead. Yeah, that's why he's going there. Is this a walkout gate? It can't be. Not with all this stuff here, right? Or do they just walk? No, it can't be. It said you don't get to see passengers. Apparently. We got this guy coming up, but that's about it. That's about it. Well, good day of flying, friends. I certainly enjoyed myself. I hope you guys did as well. Again, we don't get to fly this part of the world very often, so glad we did this. That was a really fun flight. That approach was absolutely spectacular. Imagine doing that RNAV approach in some shitty weather or something. That would be wild, man. That would be wild. Look at how big the stairs go up to the 330. Emergency slides out, right? That's it. Everybody jump. Jump. Okay, let's go ahead and restart the Kutal script. Very good. Let's go ahead, jump down here. We're going to go to our ground. We're going to close all the doors. Very good. And once the doors are all closed, we'll get this bad boy programmed in our panel states. There we go. Everything is closed. We'll go ready for takeoff. Good. We'll set our flaps all the way down. We'll let the engine spool up. All the lights are coming on. Perfect. That can get disarmed for now. Very good. Very good, very good. Okay, I'm going to take a walk with my dog. See you. Good weekend. Greetings, Dan. Dan, have a wonderful evening, man. Thanks for hanging out, dude. We're departing your land tomorrow, Dan. We're going Amsterdam, Montreal tomorrow, KLM 330. So that's going to be a fun one. How long is that flight, chat? Anybody know? Let's see what SimBrief gives us right now. Let me go new flight. EHAM CYUL A330-200. Where are you? A330-200. Good. And we are in the General Electric engines. Let's say we got 241 passengers. Generate. Let's see how long this takes. This will take us tomorrow, according to SimBrief, 7 hours and 20 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 7 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll probably do it in about 7. I could see us doing it in about 7, chat. That'll be good. All right, park brake released. Hold the brakes. Let's hit the replay button. Very good. All right, let's watch it from here. Let's watch a nice little wing view. Let's watch a nice little wing view landing. I think those, yeah, that's flaps full. Okay, good. Let's see what it was like from the wings. Turn up the sounds a little bit. Very good. Nice evening arrival. Might even get ATC into Montreal. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to do the other way around, NW, because technically we'd be kind of chasing the sunset, if you will. Because we'd be leaving at 7 p.m. Well, we'd be leaving at about 7:30 p.m. local time Amsterdam. But also, like you mentioned, probably arriving around that time as well. 7:30, 8 p.m. local time in Montreal. So that'll be fun, man. That'll be a really cool flight tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And we haven't flown KLM in forever. I can't remember the last time we flew a KLM flight. Maybe last time we were in the 330. So that'll be fun too. Looking forward to that. KLM, Amsterdam, Montreal. 2 beautiful sceneries as well. And I always seem to get good landings in Montreal, so hopefully keep that streak alive. Pardon me. All right, let's watch this landing from the wing view, and then we'll jump outside. We'll catch a few landings from the outside view, and then we will say our goodbyes for this evening, friends. Might take out the Tic Tac livery tomorrow for the 777. Who's that? That's Condor? 330 handled the RNAV nice. Yeah, it was pretty good. No real complaints. It kept us right on track. Everything was nice and smooth. Very lucky that there was very minimal wind, to be honest with you. Felt quite good. There's into the flare, 1,000 footers, and down. Psh, I mean, chat. That was literally perfect. That was literally a perfect landing for the 777. We're not in a 777. That was a perfect landing for an A330. That's what I meant to say. Yep. Got it. Let's jump outside. Let's see what it looks like here. I mean, that would have been a good landing for a 777 too, I guess, if you think about it. That was definitely a great landing. Let's see how she looks from the outside. Not too floaty either. Was quite nice. Pretty sure the wheels touched down just after the 1,000 footers as well. Nice, but I'm going to an event tomorrow. CCAP, take care, Dans. Enjoy your walk and enjoy your event tomorrow, man. Appreciate you hanging out and watching the stream. All right, everyone. That's going to wrap up this Friday afternoon live stream. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this would not be possible. I say it every stream, truly do mean it. You guys are the reason this is possible. So thank you all so much for your support. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Hope you guys have been enjoying the 330. Perfect landing, chat. Absolutely perfect. That was textbook, my friends. Textbook. I feel like I'm really starting to grasp the 330. We need this exact same landing tomorrow, and I will be a very happy boy. Coming off a long haul, sheesh. That will be a beauty. To everybody else that cannot support the stream with a monetary value, but still supports the stream in any way that you can, I'd like to thank you guys just as much. Everybody who's smashing down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM, thank you all very, very much for your support. Truly do appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, you know the plan for tomorrow, long haul, Amsterdam, Montreal, KLM A330, which is a real-world KLM A330 flight as well. So, pretty cool. We get to do ultra real-world tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that one. Should be a lot of fun. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have yourselves a fun and safe Friday evening. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the long haul. Happy landings, my friends.